Welcome back to the mind-bending mayhem of the Three Guys and Sometimes Bob podcast. Broadcasting from our legendary cigar cave, a mystical realm where cigars intertwined with motor oil and haircuts are as frequent as philosophical debates with sentient machinery. Enter a dimension where each swirl of smoke reveals a hidden universe, and every engine rev unlocks the secrets of the cosmos. Need a fresh trim or a cosmic cocktail? Our mad mixologists at Steam Distillery are on hand, concocting potions as explosive as our conversations. Join your intrepid hosts, and maybe Bob, if he's not off on a quest to tame wild coffee beans, as we voyage from the depths of existential musings to the heights of absurdity, often detouring through dimensions where the weird is wonderfully normal. In this kaleidoscopic lounge garage salon, the only certainty is that anything can happen. Sponsored by the eccentric sanctuaries of the Cigar Cave and the mad scientists at Steam Distillery, gear up for a roller coaster ride of laughter, revelations, and the occasional interdimensional riddle. So strap in, light up, and launch with us into this whirlwind journey of conversation and chaos. Remember, this isn't just any podcast. It's your intergalactic passport to a universe of wild adventures in dialogue.
Holy moly.
Okay. Here we are.
Yeah. No Bam.
No Bam. And,
Well,
no Roy and no Bob right now. Roy should be here shortly, but Bob is still
missing.
incognito.
He's MIA.
I don't think he's MIA. I think we know where he's at. Do we know where he's at? Do we have the Bob finder on him at all?
We should put the Bob finder
We got to put the
on.
Bob.
Yeah.
So if any of our 49 followers or, and that's one thing I want to put out there. You fuckers that are listening but don't follow,
Yeah, fuck.
you're not helping us out.
No, it doesn't help. The
Go
concept
ahead and click that. And I don't even know how to follow. Click on something that says follow, because
On Spotify, there's a button that
it says follow. So I'm sure probably Apple does the same words.
Yeah,
it means the same thing.
Technology has been about the same since 1986 or thereof.
Ish.
Yeah.
Since Al Gore created the internet.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was 72, I think he created the internet.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's full of shit.
Anyways.
Fucking King Edward, he gets a little lengthy
King
there.
Edward is a because he's got nothing else to do because he's dead.
Oh, true.
So I think he's dead, unless he's not, and he's with Elvis and fucking John Bon Jovi and fucking
died.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Well, he was a king, so he's dead. Because there was Elizabeth. I think King Edward was.
Did she cut his head off?
No.
Or he cut her head off?
No.
Who lost her head?
Joan of Arc.
No, she didn't. No, that was one of the queens. It was one of the queens. Well, I think one of the Lizzies. Wasn't it one of the Lizzies?
Very well.
Lizzie the 12th or 14th? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways.
I watched all that shit on the Netflix once and
on Game of Thrones? Somebody lost their head every week. I don't know.
It was always something.
Yeah.
But Roy is getting his one tooth cleaned.
It was bound to happen.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he's got more than one tooth.
What time was his appointment?
Like 10 o'clock.
Oh.
But he got there early.
But they're not going to get him until 10:45. So
it's
you know how that works.
It's hard telling. Maybe he's got a fast pass. I don't know. When you got only a few.
Have you been to a dentist office in Grants Pass, Oregon? There is no fast pass.
But I don't think he's got all his teeth except for ones he pops out and pops
it
back in.
It doesn't change. I think if he leaves them in, they'll clean the ones he's got.
Well, that's what that polydip or whatever that shit is.
Polydent? Polydent is the one, the glue that holds them in.
Oh, effort.
Yeah, that fucking bubble thing with that old lady.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Do they have those? I don't watch TV anymore, so they have commercials in?
No, they don't have any cool commercials in. I don't watch much TV.
I was thinking.
I watch the news, Fox News. That's all I watch.
Yeah, I watch our local news just so I can see if there's still fires.
Yeah, no, I got.
And they're usually wrong, anyways.
Yeah, I got an app for that.
But I've noticed that there's not a lot of I was actually thinking about this previous to now, yesterday to this morning, whatever, probably yesterday, about some commercials, and I can't remember now what I was thinking of, but there were some commercials of things that were like very prominent, like STP.
Yeah.
You don't see commercials for STP anymore.
No, they're on TikTok. If you do the TikTok.
Oh, see, I don't do TikTok.
Yeah, you should do the TikTok.
That's where the commercials are now?
There's people that throw shit from back when, you know.
Oh,
when we
back
were a
in the
kid.
day, the
Back in
80s stuff.
Yeah, the 80s stuff. And it's like, oh, I remember that commercial. You know, the bologna, the Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
All the cool commercials that were on. Now it's like, hey, we're diversified and they're showing gay dudes and gay chicks. And that's fine. Hey, you do you. $20 is $20.
You do whoever you want.
Right,
we
right,
don't care.
right.
We don't care.
But they're showing it on TV, so they're hugging and kissing, and it's like, okay, when did they have to start throwing that in our face?
So I wonder, is STP still like a NASCAR sponsor? Do they have an STP code?
Well, I think
Or they
so.
still exist?
No, they do. You can go to Buy Mart and buy a can of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
good to know.
it's still a
I've
product.
got an electric car, so it does me no good. But whatever.
No, you can like pour.
I can put it in my truck.
You could.
I don't drive the truck, but
You should. Well, the roommate drives truck, don't you?
not really. It sits in the garage.
Really?
She doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, she's always at home.
Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, the truck is.
she should go do something.
She should. Trust me. That's why I was going. That's why I have VA appointments at 8:30 in the morning for no reason. You know what? I might have one tomorrow too.
There's a good.
'Cause I think
chance-
today's one was canceled, so it got pushed back till tomorrow.
Oh.
Because the VA will just
They
push it back one day.
right,
Not
one day.
6 months, but
No.
one day.
Yeah, I was. I had a VA appointment last week.
You in town here though?
Yeah. I go to the one here in town.
Well, see, I
It's
do too
convenient.
for my general
Right,
whatever.
right.
But the specialty stuff, you got to go to White City or Roseburg.
Yeah, I tell them I won't go.
Oh, see, I do because I'm like, why not?
Yeah,
I don't
you
care.
get. Yeah, you.
And I
you're
charge
right,
them-
I hate traveling.
Then I
so-
charge them $30 for the mileage, and they pay it.
Oh wow, I should start doing that. That's a good scam.
Yeah, but your
But
car
no-
is going to cost you more than what mine will.
$30 will get me to the exit.
Yeah, it might get you to Rogue River.
Yeah, it could. It
Just
could.
go to Bocce's, get a pizza.
But when last week when I had my
And
appointment,
Bocce's is not a sponsor, unofficial or otherwise,
I've never
of this
even
show.
heard of it. So
It's a pizza place in Rogue River. Good pizza though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good and
I'll have
good
to try
people. It's changed. It changed ownership either during or right after COVID. And it had some, and so there were some people that were like, well, Bocce's went to shit after, well, because they were brand new again. But I went there probably about 3 weeks ago.
yeah,
Dynamite.
is it in the same spot as the old? There was in the shopping center.
The
right by-
Ray's Shopping Center, yeah, across the shopping center from Ray's. It's
from
got
the liquor stores right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got the Italian restaurant
Yep,
there and,
yep.
and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they do great.
never make it to Rogue
They've got
River, so.
sandwiches and shit like that too. And I've thought about trying one because I love a good frickin' like Italian sub that's been through the pizza oven.
Yeah.
But I've never tried them because they've got the Bocce special. I don't know it's called something different now, but it's basically a loaded pizza.
On bread.
It's fucking good.
Yeah. Oh God, I love that shit.
And they got a salad bar, a tiny salad bar. It's got like 4 things on it, but it's a good.
Does it got iceberg lettuce or has it got the freaking yard clippings? In
I don't get it, so I don't know.
Oh. Yeah.
But I've seen it. It's next to the soda machine, and they let you pour your own soda.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like the old Abbey.
Like the old Abbeys, yeah. You get
Yeah,
the still
the
get the red.
salad
You still
bar?
get the red cup.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
red Pepsi cup or whatever, and
get a refill.
Yeah, refill
You know
it
what?
on your own.
Yeah, you know how much soda cost? Nothing.
And the labor to refill that soda is double at least of what that soda actually cost them. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
they've got it going on, and they don't pay for cups.
No.
Like the fast food places, it
Right,
used to be, and I don't know. Did you ever work fast food? Oh, you worked
Oh,
McDonald's.
I was McDonald's for 5 years.
And for the year, for all that time, it was because the fast food restaurants had, their thing was they paid for the cups. They didn't pay for the syrup or
Right,
whatever.
right.
So that's why you would get free refills. And at least that, and then this is back for those 49 people that follow us and the 200 that listen but don't follow fuckers. That if you can't have your cup, if you just refill it, they didn't
Right.
care.
Right.
And so we would always just, you'd find a freaking Burger King cup underneath the seat of your truck, freaking,
Always had a spare.
and go through the drive-through, and just as you don't even stop, just roll past the speaker and say free refill, and show up at the window, and they would free
Yeah,
refill
they
it,
don't give
and
a
then you put your rum in it, and freaking.
there
and-
was alternative motives
Yeah,
there.
and
get it.
and so then we got a guy. We had a guy in town back when I was in my high school days. We always had a guy in pretty much every fast food place you wanted to go. That had you had to hook
the
up.
guy.
And this guy,
I was
I remember
that
him,
guy.
and I'm not going to mention his name because he may or may not be a police officer in town here.
Oh.
I can still visualize him running out the back door with the full fucking sleeve of fucking empty cups because that was gold.
Yeah.
It's not that I wanted a free chicken sandwich or anything. Give me a fucking cup.
Yeah.
And so that was our history. But yeah, we had a guy at fucking Dairy Queen and fucking.
Yep. Everybody had a guy.
And and you know, I'm not big on morals. So you know, everybody does what it does. And when you've got
you weren't bankrupting McDonald's or Burger King.
No, and realistically, in the 80s, if you've got a bunch of freaking 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
Stupid shit's going to happen, and it's built into the problem. Right. It's built into the equation.
See, the great thing about it, the stupid shit happened, but we didn't have cell phones and video recorders to track our stupid shit. So we had to be extremely careful not to get physically caught.
Yes,
because
exactly.
I was more afraid of my mother.
Yeah.
Of getting caught, of doing wrong shit because.
Oh, the police are nothing.
Oh yeah,
especially back then for a bunch of 15-years-olds, 16-year-olds.
Like, go home.
They're like, we're gonna call your mom. I'm like, no fucking way, no fucking do that. No. Take me to jail. Take me to the in between. Whatever.
Put me on the chain gang. I'll bust rocks.
Yeah, but, I'll bust rocks and fucking build a railroad.
And now, and it's funny when Joshua was younger, and even Joseph, knowing so many people in town,
he had no chance.
Yeah, he didn't have a fucking chance because he would do something shit, and I get a buddy of mine call up and go, "Hey, I just saw your knothead kid doing this." All right, I get home and go, "Dude, what's up?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Dude, come on." He goes, "Fuck." He goes, "I can't do anything." I go, "No, so don't do anything. Don't do anything stupid."
So that kind of story. So what it was I don't know, 87, 80, I was 17, 18, whatever, driving. Me and a buddy of mine who also still lives in town here. We're driving through town and we see these two blondes, and I'm not going to mention any details because they may be around too, I don't know, in this older car. It was a 60-something Cougar, convertible.
Oh, no, not my Cougar.
No, it was not you.
I was blonde back then.
Well, it was definitely not you. But just going through town and we're like,
sweet.
And I'm on my mom's fucking Pontiac 4-door fucking mom car. And so we fucking followed them to their house. They went out before they redid the whole Grandview area.
Yeah.
They pulled off the old Grandview thing, and so they pulled in over there. My fucking thinking with the other head, it's 16 years old. You tend to do that, whatever. Had pulled in right behind him, and my buddy was all like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" So we got out, started bullshitting with him, talking to him, stuff like that. Then, of course, nothing came of it left. I get home that night. My dad gets home from work. "What'd you do today?" No, he gets home. So he was in a National Guard up there in Merlin area.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he did. So he did 4 years during Vietnam in the Navy on a destroyer, I think it was, and then got out. He did his, and we'll talk about that a little bit later about his time in the Coast Guard in Lake Mead in Vegas. Yeah, I told you that story.
Yep.
We'll do it here for the 49 listeners. Patrolling Lake Mead. Yeah,
great duty.
Dude, I'm like, I'm gonna move to Lake Mead and join the reserves there. Yeah, don't even pay me. Fucking, that's just my Saturday and Sunday, one day and time a month, you know. But anyways, he's like, "What'd you do today?" He got home from it. It was like whatever. They had meetings like Tuesday night or what, because he was a staff sergeant or whatever it was, man. And I was like, "Nothing, just fucking." It was summertime, fucking nothing. And then he's like, "You see a gold '69 Cougar?" I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah, two girls." And I'm like, "What a fuck?" Well, no, so his first sergeant, his freaking boss, whatever you call it, you know, that was his daughter.
Oh, cool.
And he was in the house and saw the car and recognized my mom's car, because I chose to do that because on my truck or whatever was freaking probably needed gas. You know, some shit back then. I don't know.
Mom's car had gas.
Yeah, I had a V6. I only had a 4-cylinder.
All at, under $1 a gallon.
I know. Yeah, that 98 cents a gallon. And you can put $3 in and last a week.
Yep.
You know that shit.
I remember them days.
But yeah, he's like, yeah. So he's like, "I always know what you do." I'm like,
"Yep."
And he says, "Just no, you want to be careful because some people have protected their daughters." I'm like, okay, thanks.
Well, she shouldn't have drove it into her driveway then.
She should have not had the top down with her fucking hot blonde hair and a fucking tube top on.
With her titties flying around.
She didn't have big titties on her.
Oh, man.
But she was cute. She was hot. And,
Well,
and her and I became friends later. It was our group, you know.
Right.
And then, I don't know, it was probably 6 months later. You know, when Burger King was up on the hill there, where the Muchos Gracias is now, and there was the old lot where it was Teddy Bear Pizza, where the hotel is now, or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
And so the Burger King employees were parked there. Well, I remember driving, me and my same buddy driving home, see that convertible Cougar sitting up there. I need a chicken sandwich. Pull in there, and she's working. I'm like, and of course she doesn't recognize me. I recognize the shit out of her. She's like, nothing, just taking another order. Some asshole showing a line, trying to hit on me. And I was like, so anybody else follow you home lately? And she looks at me. She's like, oh, shit. She's like, my dad and your dad. And I'm like, yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for knocking me off.
So, yeah, because she told him my name. And he's like, oh, yep, Blair.
Yeah,
that's it.
Know that guy.
Yeah, so anyways.
Oh, but town was so awesome back then. I mean, just the late 80s were just amazing.
It was, and I equate, every generation's got what they think. My son and them, his friends probably have the same, and your kids the same thing.
Yeah.
But you look at like the old movies, at least, how they portrayed like the 50s, American Graffiti, shit like that.
Yeah.
It was all the same kind of an atmosphere of just teenagers out doing stupid shit.
They don't do that now.
No, because they're connected. They don't have to. They don't have to leave the house. They can do the same shit.
I mean, I've driven through town on a Friday and a Saturday night, and
empty.
It is like
fucking dead.
We used to fucking just crush it. I mean, it was, you were in the old DMV parking lot where
Pietro's Pizza.
Pietro's.
That was where the fucking the Purple Parrot is now.
Was that a Pietro's?
It was Pietro's. Then it went to like Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Yeah.
Because Dave Thomason owned that.
Yeah. And the old DMV was in there.
The DMV was on the far side, and they had a line painted to where whoever owned, apparently somebody owned one half the building. Somebody had told the police, trespass people can't park here after certain hours. So you had we could only park on one side of the line.
We ran out there all the time.
If you parked on the Pietro side, you were fine. If you parked on the DMV, maybe it was a state because it was a state side. Whatever.
But no, that was the turnaround. So you cut through that parking lot between J and K through the parking lot.
Yes.
You cruise through there and you check for chicks and people that they hang out.
Yeah.
And then you drive up to McDonald's.
Yep.
And then you pull through the McDonald's parking lot, see what's going on there. You would do that for fucking hours.
All night until whatever your curfew. My curfew was midnight.
Midnight, I had to be home by midnight.
Yep.
And by God, if I wasn't there at 11:59. I mean, I was under 18 at the time, but even when I was 18, after graduating high school, my parents, their house, their rules.
Just showing the respect.
Yeah, and my mom didn't care if I told her.
Well, my mom was the same way.
Yeah.
And my dad was sort of sat there and was like, "You don't want to deal with your mom, so just do what she says."
Yeah, exactly.
Because he was like, I also don't want to deal with your mom, so do what she says.
Yeah, you're inconveniencing me.
Yeah.
No, and I always worked really late because when I was 17, I'd close down McDonald's at 11.
Oh, yeah.
Then we'd go to fucking Jelly Donut and smoke cigarettes and drink coffee, or to Denny's and get the Grand Slam breakfast and coffee. And
it wasn't Jelly Donut. The Wynn's Donuts.
No, we used to go to Jelly Donut.
Oh, we went to Wynn's Donuts on Hillcrest, not Hillcrest Savage.
Oh, no.
That's Mexican donuts now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were up at Jelly Donut on Hillcrest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was our hangout because we can go in there and smoke cigarettes inside.
Well, you can smoke cigarettes anywhere. But
yeah, back then you could smoke anywhere. Hell, you could smoke at McDonald's
while you're flipping a burger. Yeah,
pretty much.
Fucking just scrape it off the grill.
No, so the old McDonald's had a basement.
It doesn't still have a basement?
I don't know.
I mean, did they fill it in when they fucking redid it?
They probably got a basement.
Because they tore it down, right?
Yeah.
They tore the whole
I would imagine they still got a basement down there. But that's where our crew quarters was down there. So we had a little table and a TV and shit and ashtrays on the table. We'd smoke right down there if we wanted to.
Yeah, because smoking age was 16 back then.
Oh, it didn't fucking matter.
Well, but it was 16. But because you would smoke in high school.
No, it was 18.
No.
You can buy.
Yeah, because I used to go to the store to get my dad cigarettes.
Well, because we were fucking kids.
Well, they didn't.
I mean, you're buying fucking Merit 100s.
From fucking North Valley Market.
Yeah.
Where Ray's is at in Colonial Valley or Merlin there. But no, because...
maybe it was 16.
Yeah, because they had a smoking area at the high school.
Well, they always had a smoking area, right?
Well, I was at North Valley, so they had.
Oh.
But it used to be behind there was a big water tower, and then they finally, after about 100 years, whatever, that school opened in '79, I think.
79, 79.
When they split it all up. And they have this water tower that was on the other side of the parking lot.
Right.
And everybody would smoke out there. And that was a designated smoking student. I mean, the staff would smoke in the fucking teacher's lounge.
Yeah, or in class.
Well, no, ours was the teacher's lounge.
It was
Because
the
you would
teacher's
walk
lounge.
past the lounge and it would just fucking cloud of
Roll
smoke.
out
And
smoke,
if a teacher would walk in or out, there was a fucking cloud of smoke. And
Yeah,
we're like,
yeah.
okay, well. And then, and I didn't smoke or anything like that. That was my deal.
did.
But they had the water tower that everybody was, and then they finally figured out I graduated in '88, and it was probably my junior or senior year that they finally realized that, well, half the people are smoking weed out there.
Yeah.
Really?
At Grants Pass, it was Hodges Corner.
Well, yeah, because you had Hodges there.
Yeah, we had Hodges there, so all the stoners, what we called the stoners, were smoking at Hodges Corner. And then the Wavos, the new wave,
and that's not the Mexicans. That's
no.
It's
That was
the skateboarder ones.
Yeah,
the skateboarder kids.
Yeah, the Cure
with the flock of seagulls hair.
Yep, flock of seagull crowd. They were over there on that street in between.
By the stadium, right?
No, you know where the senior parking is.
Yes. Okay, the backside.
The
The backside. And it used to be.
They called it the wall.
Yeah.
That's where I used to go smoke because I was dating a girl.
He had to say girl. He couldn't just say it out of dating somebody because nowadays people would be like,
it was a female, and
she identified as female and everything. All her parts were female.
All her parts were definitely
all of them
female parts.
All 6 of them.
Yep. And her mother.
Hey,
no
Wang,
name.
refill, please. We're talking. There's only 2 of us, so I can't leave.
Yeah, that would be awkward silence. But no, her mother was a prominent elected official here in town.
Oh, city council.
No, not a city council.
Other one.
She had more important jobs. I mean, she had a job. I mean,
actually paid job.
Yeah, it was a paid job, and she was super cool, and her dad was super cool, and she was super cool, and her brother was. I mean, they were just cool people.
Down to earth folks. Grants Mountain, back town, small town.
Yeah, and we broke up. It was no big. I mean,
it was high school.
It was fucking high school. I mean, I was on the troll for everything.
Yeah.
But she ended up going in the Navy and put a career in.
Oh.
But never have seen her since 1988. She graduated 88.
Never came back.
Never saw her again. And I went up to when I was in the roofing industry. I drive up her street. It used to be up off of Savage. I can't. I could probably drive there now if I tried to, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I pull in this house. I'm like, so this was late 2000, maybe 10.
So not that long ago
not
in the grand scheme of things,
right. So I pull up this house, oh man, this house is really fucking familiar. And all I got was the first name of this guy that I'm meeting there to measure his roof up. And I'm looking at this house, and I'm like, man, I know this
looks familiar as shit.
Yeah,
I used to fuck in the top stairs of this thing, yeah.
Yeah. And I pull it, I'm like, I know this house. And then I get there, and I don't even know the guy's name. I can't remember his first name. And I know his last name. And I go, hey, how you doing, Bob? And
his name's not Bob. Just for those that are trying to fucking do some Facebook searching right now.
Yeah. And I go, hey, could you? I need your last name for the. And he went, blah blah blah. I went, oh fuck. And I go, hey, by the chance, is your daughter so and so? He goes, yeah. I go, oh, I knew her in high school. Yeah, I didn't say I was banging your daughter in the front room of your house while you were at work, and I go, oh, I haven't seen her since 1988 after she graduated. He goes, yeah, she went in the Navy, had a career. I said, well, I went in the Navy in '89, and blah blah blah, and we ended up just being super cool with each other during that time. And I think I even roofed his house. I think we put a roof on it. I can't remember that far back, but. It was that kind of weird.
So he say where she was at or anything like
No,
that?
he might have said she was stationed somewhere. It was on the East Coast. I have no idea.
Oh, got it. So she's still
But yeah,
but she wasn't dead or nothing like that.
No, she was alive. Now I do have a girlfriend that I never knew what happened to,
No, you have an ex-girlfriend. You can't say it because your wife does listen to this.
Yeah, no, the ex-girlfriend. Actually, it was my ex-fiance.
Oh, look at that. Does Rhonda know this story? She does now.
Yeah, she probably does.
Rhonda, we love you.
There was a gal. I definitely do. I love you.
He's like,
oh, it's funny. It's fun listening to the podcast with her because I'll say stupid shit and she'll look at me.
Well, she knows you.
Yeah,
so.
she goes,
and you do say stupid shit.
Yeah,
we all do.
Fucking idiot. It's funny, but no, there's this. There's a girl, and I'll say her name. Her name was Mindy, and we went to high school together.
So was her last name Mindy? So is Melinda Mindy?
No.
Oh, she went by Mindy.
She went by Mindy, but
Melinda Mindy. That's Eminem.
Eminem.
Go eat me some Eminem.
But this girl, I mean, I was about a junior. I'd be a junior in high school, and when we got together, and I mean, this was the high school sweetheart. You know, we were.
It was forever.
And she was super cool, and we were cool. And then, you know, she didn't have the best
home life.
Home life, yeah. I mean, her mom, single mother, had two siblings. And I don't even remember their names. That's horrible of me. They're probably still in the area. I imagine they are, but so
they might be right outside here talking.
They very well could be. And I can't remember her mom's name. She was super cool, and she dated a cop here in town that is no longer, he'd stopped breathing. But I know her son, or his son, and that's another, we're not going to say names.
Yeah.
But like senior year, she moved back to California, and we dated, you know, the long distance.
And it works out well at that age.
Yeah, and it didn't work out very well. And then I saw her after one of my good buddies got married to his first wife. I think he's on a couple. The one that he married here, the one he's married to recently has been like 10 years. So I mean that after 3, it finally stuck, and they're good people. She's solid, he's solid, but his first 2 wives were not so solid. But I was the best man at his wedding, and she came up to be the maid of honor because we were all tight. My best friend and his ex-wife. It
was still that group kind of thing.
It was that group thing, and I was best man. She was maid of honor.
Not that group thing, like he to sort of emphasize that. Like,
right. No, not the pineapple. No pineapple club back then.
Yeah.
But and we kind of got back together a little bit, but shortly after that, I went in the Navy, and we were, you know, going, hey, I'm going to boot camp, you know. Once I get out of boot camp, let's get together. Let's do all this shit. Well, I go to boot camp and I find out that she's fucking around on me and got pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, and actually had a kid. And
you were still with her as far as you thought? Oh, okay.
Well,
so
I was in.
You were gone.
Boot camp in school.
Okay, first off, boot camp was only 8 weeks. So she was not pregnant and given birth while you were in boot camp.
Well, the funny thing about it, she got together with this dude, and down in California. Didn't know anything about it. I find out about it. I come home. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit. No.
Yeah.
You go do you. I'll go do me. And I was home. And that's when I met my ex-wife.
The first one. Your only ex-wife.
My only ex-wife. And we got together, but it was like done with her, starting a new relationship with the kids' mom. But I got home. So fast forward to Gulf War.
Okay.
So
first one back in the 90s.
Yeah, the one that we actually
did accomplish something. Yeah, we liberated Kuwait.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. We freaked.
9 months of fun.
Yeah, 9 months of fun, and 6 month Westpac and getting shot at and all the bullshit that got me sick. But anyways,
I was in Fresno.
Yeah, I was in the fucking 29 North. I was in the shit, getting missiles shot up my ass. But that
was not a missile.
Yeah, it was a missile. It was a.
You were stuck on the Mighty Mo.
I was on the Missouri at the time, and got home, and the Active Club reached out to me.
Oh.
And I had another friend of mine here in town, and there he is. Roy's here.
Oh, Roy's here with some fresh teeth. Fresh tooth.
His tooth.
What the fuck? Wang can't hear now.
Wang.
Okay.
Michael has kind of got you all set up there.
Yeah, I got you all set up. Roy, he just had 2. I'm like, Roy's coming back, right? He's like, yeah.
Well, I didn't know how long it is to have him to clean this one toothus.
Well, it only takes a while to clean one tooth.
Yeah.
So
all's good.
Anyways, the Active Club reaches out to me, and another friend of mine that we were on a ship together, Grants Pass High School graduate, class of '88. we ended up meeting each other on the boat because I had a Grants Pass ball cap on a Still Beach picnic. And I don't know if Roy wants any.
Sure, I'll take a cup, please.
And
He's got a brand new tooth.
yeah.
You got to break it in. Come on.
Yeah.
So we become friends. He was actually one of my groomsmen for my very first wedding. And so we come home from the Gulf War. We're like fucking heroes. You know, we just liberated Kuwait. We're kicked Saddam's ass. It's Boatnik.
Oh shit.
And you know, we get home like mid-May from the Gulf War. We leave in December. We're home in May. Big parades. We're doing all kinds of fun.
And
shit.
you're still active duty.
I'm still active duty. And the Active Club reached out to us and go, hey, we know that you guys were over in the shit. Grand Marshal of the parade.
Oh,
Fucking awesome.
can I get my dick sucked for
Yeah.
this? I mean,
Yeah, you would think so. Well, I was together with my kids' mother at the time.
well, so you probably did anyways, but whatever.
No.
So no, you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
After you get married, that
Yeah.
disappears.
Yeah, that shit disappeared.
Yeah, their mouth shrinks. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
They eat the wedding cake.
Okay, that's what does it.
does, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
They eat the cake. They quick to suck in the dick.
That's what that like on the old cartoons of Sylvester, the fucking cat.
Oh.
When he eats the alum and he goes, and his can't open his mouth.
Yeah,
that's the wedding
it.
cake. That's the wedding cake. Anyways,
So we're home after.
don't ever get married. I'm just saying.
I'm a firm believer in the institution of marriage.
No, you are because you did good.
Yeah, I did good. The second good. And the second good. You know, in all reality, the kids' mother, I get along great with her. She's cool.
You just didn't work out. And you produced some great kids.
Yeah, I got great kids for her, and it just didn't work out, which is fine. It took a lot of years for me to get to that point.
How much stuff did she shove in your ass?
What?
No dollars.
Okay. Oh, so it wasn't her. It was just the guys on the boat. Okay, I'm just curious.
That's funny. You were in the same Navy I was.
Yeah.
I was on a ship.
I was never on a boat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you had like beds and like
Yeah.
quiet rooms. We had to sneak around.
Yeah. There is that. Okay.
Anywho,
Touche.
So during I'm home during the Gulf War, the parade and everything, she shows up in town. Melinda does.
Oh.
With baby in tow. So this was May of 1991. I haven't seen her since 90, like February of 90 after I got home from school.
And the kid's like 4 months old. So.
Yeah, the kid's old, and she brings her girlfriend with her, and they're staying up at the old Red Lion. And so I'm like, yeah, cool. I'll come up and see you guys. I like to see you. You know, it's been a lot of years. We had history together. I still cared for her. I wanted the best for her, and I just looked at her and I go, I can't fucking do this. I go, first of all, you cheated on me, which was whatever. Now you got a kid, and
it ain't yours.
and it ain't mine. And thank God, because she was going to try to pin that shit on me. From
He's got
what
a full
I heard.
head of hair, did he?
Yeah, full head of hair. And I got to think it was a little bit different color than me, but it was hard telling.
Back then, it couldn't have been much of a different color.
No, not much.
Indian or black?
I would say a little browner than I.
Okay.
So Mexican.
And I tan up real nice.
Yeah, you do when you do it.
Yeah, when I do it.
On the
But,
rare boat day.
But so that was
Mexican
May.
cruise.
Yeah, that was like May of 91. I got married September of 91. But
To a different girl.
to the kids' mother.
Yeah.
But I have not seen her since. And I asked some of the friends. We have mutual friends that know of her or knew of her.
The situation and all
Yeah,
that.
the situation. Shit, we golf with one. You know, that's who I was. Joey Cruel.
Yeah.
Well, you know Joe from school. I mean,
Yep.
he was class of '89, North Valley. We were all in that group, and you know, we all knew each other. And every now and then it'll come up to conversation. Has anybody heard from Melinda? Oh shit,
hell was that?
that was me. I'm on the. Let me turn.
It doesn't
that
go
off.
over. It doesn't go over the air though, because I got that off. But I can mute it, so I'll mute it from now on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I always forget that part.
And it's like she completely disappeared. I hunted down her sister several years ago. I remember her sister's name, and they lived down in Madera, Fresno area, all that. Her dad was a farmer down there, and I sent her a message. Go, hey, I don't know if you remember me, yada yada yada, and you know.
I banged your sister.
Yeah, I met you. Never got a message back from her. Never. So I don't know if
Maybe they're all dead.
I'm thinking that she
Well,
probably.
they had a big flood down there, and it turned into a
Well,
lake.
I think she got deep into the heroin or meth world or whatever.
Not much else to do down there.
No, there's not.
Not much.
So-
You got
Avocado.
cotton fields.
But
you
I
got
do-
fucking avocado fields. You got
Yeah.
fucking cotton fields.
Yeah.
You got
Oranges and shit down
not in Fresno area, do they?
there. Well, they do in
That's
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield,
Yeah,
down
like-
south of there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but beans
not that much
and
difference.
yeah, that's all flat ground shit. Hot.
with giant fucking irrigation fucking systems
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
fucking crazy
But
fog
anyways-
in the winter.
Don't know what ever happened to her. I'm not gonna, spend the time and the effort to figure it out. But
Any more than the Google search is not worth the effort.
yeah. So don't know. I have no idea where
We
went.
should actually spend some time and bring her on the air.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I
but
would be
just-
curious what she looked like.
All right,
now.
just to remind everybody and me, who the hell are we talking about?
An old high school sweetheart of mine that was my
okay.
very first fiance.
And apparently never shoved anything in his butt.
no,
Not even a finger?
No. I can. No.
all right,
No.
fine.
No. Yeah, I know you're into that freaky shit.
Okay, I gotta
Well,
pee.
Oh, now we're peeing. Now Roy's back.
Yeah, that's the second person. I can leave now. Otherwise, it's just dead air.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm talking to myself. It's kind of like talking to myself.
Well, yeah, it's like masturbation. It's not as much fun, but it works. That's a terrible thing.
so Dennis was fine. and,
Ashton was great. She did a great cleaning, and
did you tell her that you had to hurry?
I told her that she knows we do the podcast.
Oh, okay.
She's listened to it.
Oh, has
she
she?
says I listened to 2 of them, and
That was enough.
I said, oh well, yeah, they're fun. I mean, there's nothing scripted at all. It's just whatever happens to come out of our yaps, which is fine.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have a problem with that.
No, not at all.
Sometimes it's trouble thinking about what the hell we were talking about, but
Yeah. I have no idea why we were talking about old high school days, and for some reason brought up my old.
I'm going to go to my 55th reunion.
Wow.
In
Double nickel, huh?
Double Nickel in, I think it's October, and it should be fun.
Yeah, I imagine the class is kind of thinning out a little bit.
That's the idea. When you go, you see who's still alive.
Yeah. who's the winner? I crushed it and I showed up.
Yeah, it's not the most
Yeah,
toys. It's
you're
the
not
most
on-
breaths.
Yeah, you're not on oxygen in a freaking wheelchair.
Yeah, well, there's a guy that I used to hang out with in high school that lives in Las Vegas now. And
Does he know Joey?
I don't think he does. I'm not sure what he
Probably
does. there.
should get to know Joey. And
I don't. Well, if he lives in Las
He
Vegas,
doesn't
a lot
go
of those
down
people-
there.
A lot
Yeah.
of those
Yeah.
people just don't do that. But yeah, it'll be fun to see Pete, and I think he's going. Dave, another guy that was
A lot of
at my wedding.
one-syllable names coming out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy
well,
down
Pete, Dave, Roy,
there. Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah.
Is there a Stan involved?
There was a Stan. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go figure.
He was one of those guys that went to Vietnam, and he was a gymnastics dude.
He went to Vietnam and never came back.
Well, his
Came back different.
came back very different. He was.
They called that Tequilma.
That was
Yeah.
tunnel rat, is what he was.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew.
Knife in hand,
Yeah.
gun in hand, and a flashlight.
No, that's
One of
my
knife in
my
the teeth.
grandfather did that in World War II.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that
Oh
was.
fuck!
And
This
he
poor bastard.
apparently,
Kaiser.
I never heard, but apparently he had stories of
bet he
when he
did.
was from the army, of being on an island somewhere, and the only reason he survived is because all of his other buddies that were dead, he covered himself with their bodies, kind of a thing,
Yeah.
in a cave or some
Yeah,
shit.
make sure that the bayonet, you were 2 bodies deep. That
Yeah.
way the bayonet wouldn't stab
Yeah.
you.
Those Japanese bayonets were that long.
Yeah, you got to go 2 bodies.
Well, they're compensating.
Is that what that
They're
is?
compensating, yeah.
Okay.
And what for the 49 people that follow us, Roy held his hands up like this. So
Yeah.
Just so you can all see.
So you can
Yeah,
all
you
see,
can see
yeah,
it.
that's about a 2-foot bayonet. So,
But no, talking to a Vietnam vet, well, I mean, you guys are
actually,
good.
boots on the ground, guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
But,
and knife in the mouth and a 45, a 1911.
Yep.
45,
And
an army or a
and one of
navy.
those flashlights.
and a
One of the flashlights.
and a Bible in your pocket.
Yeah, and a pack of smokes in your helmet.
Yeah.
with bug juice.
I don't think
Yeah.
they had a Bible. I think they had an extra clip.
Yeah,
Magazine.
yeah.
Just still
And
a fucking clip.
a magazine.
And a joint.
I know what it. Yeah, they probably had joints or
Yeah.
heroin, but yeah, no.
Tie stick.
Tie stick.
Tie
yeah,
stick.
yeah. But no, those guys are all fucked up. I mean, what a horrible job for anybody in the military to go, hey, you're the smallest. We need you to crawl into that fucking hole because I know there's some Viet Cong or
And you're 18 years
yeah,
old.
and
You
need to-
better have better reflexes.
and you better kill everybody in front of you because they're going to kill you first. What a no.
Then you get into a big room and there's a tank in there
Yeah.
that's buried.
Yeah. Well, and what gets me is, the Germans, not to condone what they did back in the day of, that's why things like mustard gas happened, because you had all these pits and tunnels that you could just find a gas that kills people that's heavier than air and fill the fucking tunnel.
Yeah.
Don't send a person down there when you got fucking deadly gas.
Yeah,
but now we got all
but they
conventions and all.
They were like Marines and Army guys, and they're like, hoorah, let's go, and I'm going to...
There is that.
The Navy's out there eating steak and lobster off the coast, just throwing shit in the air.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me. I mean,
if you can throw a rock and hit somebody versus poking them in the eye,
Yeah.
throw the rock.
Yeah, throw the rock.
yeah.
So that was smart for
The problem is
people
when
that
the
volunteered.
eyeball is 10 feet deep underground, the rock doesn't do any damage.
Right.
No, that's why they have.
You got to wait till they come out.
Yeah.
It's like a gopher, like whack-a-mole. It's like the Missouris off the coast doing whack-a-mole over there with a fucking whatever 50 millimeter fucking 16-inch gun. Yeah, that's a lot more millimeters than
That's
that.
a big fucking shell.
It's a big fucking shell.
Well, it's like 1,500 pounds, the fucking projectile or something
Well,
like
they were
that.
a ton.
It's this big.
They were a ton.
They were a full ton.
Yeah, they were a ton.
That's more than 1,600 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2,000.
Ish.
Unless it's a long
They-
tongue.
Did they weigh every one of them?
They equivalent weight. Oh, hell yeah, they did. The equivalent weight to a shell on a 16-inch shell is about the weight of a Volkswagen.
Bug or bus?
A bug.
Old bug or new bug?
Old bug.
Old bug.
Air cooled?
Yeah, air-cooled bug.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what they
The
weighed.
fun cars that go anywhere.
So call it a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not quite a ton, 1,800 pounds maybe.
But still.
But yeah,
That's a lot of weight coming down on
It
you.
is a lot of weight.
And that's just that blunt force impact with
Yeah.
the shock wave that comes out.
It makes a hole in the dirt.
It does
It
every
makes a
time,
big
and
hole.
break a rock.
Yeah, 600 pounds of
Probably
powder.
cave your roof in.
It would. It would go right through it.
Oh, yeah.
But it takes 600 pounds
Of fucking powder.
of powder to shoot one.
So how much
projectile.
powder did they keep? Like when with
All of it.
with the Arizona, how it blew up because the bomb hit the fucking keg of
Yeah,
fucking powder.
Yeah.
So how much? Say like, when you guys were out, and I don't know if this is top secret. Don't tell it because you
No,
were.
because it's declassified now. I mean, it's a fucking museum.
No, but they still got other battleships out there that may have the same specs. But
Well, yeah, there's.
but
four
how
of them.
much powder was kept on the ship? Like if you were guys to go on a Westpac and you got to be fully fucking loaded, and you've got all these variegated fucking powder
had-
kegs or whatever you want to call them, of how much powder? Because how many rounds would they have to be prepared to launch?
lot.
So because you only got like 12, like if you got a fucking revolver, you got 6 bullets. Okay, it's not that much powder.
So-
But if you get expected to be out for 6 months and you are expected to be able to deploy any place in the Pacific,
Yeah.
then you need to have more than 6 bullets.
Yeah. I don't know how many bullets we would.
My Smith &
or
Wesson
shells
holds 7.
We would.
Because
I
you
mean,
got
we
the
hundreds.
extended magazine.
we would house hundreds and hundreds of shells.
Oh, yeah.
On the shell deck, but down in the powder mags where I was during the Gulf War, we had. I gotta think of maybe like 6 powder mags per gun, and a powder mag was about the size of this room, and it had a
Which is this big if you look on
Yeah, for those of us that can't see anything, it's this big. And I'm
20
holding my hands out like this.
20 by 20 room.
Okay.
And all the powder were coming. They came in cans, and there was 3 bags per can, and they would stack them up about.
And they would do 1 bag per shell.
No, 6 bags.
Oh,
so it'd
fuck.
take 2 cans per shell, and
So they had smaller bags just so people could actually move them, I would assume.
well, you picked them up and you pulled them
Because they
out.
didn't have no machinery back then.
No. We had these cans were laid flat, and then you pop the top of them up and you grab a.
Like an old sea ration.
It was like a big bag. It's about I'm holding my hands up, so
About 18 inches diameter.
16
16.
inches diameter.
Hey, how about that? Yeah.
Imagine that.
They got to match up, do they?
Yeah. So 16 inches around, and they were probably
Which is what diameter means for those
Diameter,
that are
right.
for most of our listeners.
And they were probably
16
8,
inches
20.
Yeah.
They were like 20 inches tall.
What's diameter? No.
That's diameter.
Yeah, not
Around.
circumference.
Yeah,
Circumference is around.
Circumference is different. That's 36.
Well, that's what I meant.
That's
Yeah.
3 times.
Okay, our listeners knew what I meant. Okay?
Yeah, that's pi.
all 4 of them.
So
Yeah.
3 bags per can.
2 pi r squared.
Pi are round, fucker.
Pi r round.
You ever,
Cake is square.
cake are square.
Well, some cakes are round.
Yeah, true. Some.
some.
Angel food.
I was thinking
Holy
about that
shit.
last night.
What kind of fucking? We
So-
went off. I'm
so-
trying to answer the questions here, and you guys are talking about.
No,
cakes
so
and
I was thinking
pies
about
and
this
shit.
night. So we had
Circumference.
our golf thing last night, and they
Yeah,
brought
how'd that go?
it was not. We had
was
fun.
Stuck, I was
We had
stuck
fun.
at work.
I know. I
I
heard
know.
that.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's not a problem, really.
Yeah.
I just sat here, smoked cigars.
It didn't. Yeah.
And couldn't hear the damn bell, but I'd go every once in a while.
So nobody came in anyway.
That's fine. I just
that's
heard
why
it
you do
now.
is just lock the door.
I could have. but
That way
yeah,
it won't go off.
We got busy. We got busy.
Really?
Yeah, actually had people coming in. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So they for the dessert they had various cheesecake-ish things. So is cheesecake considered a cake or a pie?
Yeah. That's.
Because it's sliced like pie.
And it's
It-
not. It's
it's
not.
round
It's
like
not like
pie.
cake.
It's not. It's sort of in between cake and pie. It's
Yeah.
like a gelatinous
It's got
cake.
a crust. It's kind of like frittata versus.
Yeah, so cakes don't have
versus
crust.
quiche,
Yeah, cake. So why would you call it a cheesecake?
because it's got a crust.
You call it a cheese pie.
It should be cheese pie.
I don't know. I just like the shit.
It was.
I
good.
love a fucking cheesecake.
Yeah.
I love.
You.
I used to.
You loved it so much you had 2 pieces.
I had. Yes, I thought about bringing some home too. I
You
thought about
should've.
slipping by there, but I was like,
you
oh,
should have
people
walked
might
by
be
the
watching.
freaking carving table and go, "Hey, load
Dude,
me
they
up."
had so much prime, it wasn't that good to me.
Hang on.
The prime rib.
It was not.
Mine
it
was good.
So mine, the texture and everything was great. There was just not
no
much flavor to it.
That's why I put horseradish on mine.
I put horseradish on mine too, but
really?
but usually I want some of that beef flavor to come through,
Yeah.
or at least put some seasoning on it. Usually a salt
Just
crust or
salt
something,
the fuck out of the top of it. Yeah.
something. But there was nothing. It was
You rock it. And
yeah, rock. Yeah, I've done that, and it comes out great.
I know.
But this one, and it was not bad. It was not bad, but it filled a void.
Yeah.
It created a fucking giant turd later on. Which is
fantastic.
important for
It is.
a fucking prime rib. If you can't poop after a prime rib, it was not done. You didn't eat enough.
You didn't
well,
eat enough.
fucking Rob went
Robert
back
went
for
after him for
seconds. He didn't even
seconds.
wait for takeouts.
But
He's like,
he's a big protein guy. He'll eat.
well, and I didn't get salad or nothing. I just went
Oh, I
potatoes,
did. I had-
potatoes and a slab, and I was like, and I almost went back, but then I saw somebody walking by with cheesecake, and I'm like, I'm gonna double up on that instead.
Yeah, I did
Choices.
double up.
Yeah.
on it
Choices.
because
So I did a caramel and a chocolate,
Ah,
which
I tried
means
to
they
behave
just took.
myself, so I didn't like go back for seconds, which
I
I
haven't had
could
a
have.
piece of steak in a long time.
Oh,
I
you
got
should
them in
try
the
one.
freezer.
Well, I've been living off of fucking ribeyes and fucking shrimp that I've been that bay something seasoning.
Oh yeah, Old Bay.
Old Bay seasoning.
Yeah.
I take so I get a pound from Winco, and they're the smaller ones because I like just the bite size. I don't want the big giant ones. Smaller ones for $5 a pound
Okay.
in the freezer thing.
Oh, the
right?
shrimp, yeah.
The shrimp, yeah, not the steak. The steak, well, the prime rib there is only 10, and it was fucking good. Well,
Good prime rib.
I dig through and pick out a good marbled one,
Right.
or 2 of them in a pack for $20.
That's
And a
not bad.
5-pound, 1-pound thing of shrimp, and I'll put on my fucking Blackstone outside.
Just go to town.
Do it town, and with the shrimp, I melt some butter in the microwave first, and drizzle them up, and then put that Old Bay seasoning on it, and
Yeah.
then after the steak's done, pull that off, put the shrimp on there, and use it in the entrails from the steak fucking shit, and that's it. That's all.
it.
I'm good for 2 days.
I got to figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight.
Go to Winco, get some shrimp,
No, I got some fucking short ribs in the refrigerator. I got.
then cook those. You don't got to figure shit out. Then.
Yeah, I don't have.
You just got to figure out what you want to do with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know what to do with them. They're gonna go on the freaking on the
Traeger?
On the well, I don't.
Oh, your
pit
your
boss.
pit
My
boss,
pit
yeah.
boss. Yeah, same thing.
How's that doing? You've had that for a number of years now. You still like it?
Yeah, still I've caught it on fire a couple times and it's still going.
Oh, that's seasoning.
Yeah, no,
what you're doing, yeah.
about
Because it's still pellet, right?
it is pellet. It's pellet fed, but it's also open flame.
So you can do
So in
the
the
grill,
middle
the
of
grill
it, yeah,
mode,
yeah,
or the
got-
sear mode, or whatever they call
I
it.
got like an 8-inch by 8-inch area that you
Goes
open the
up.
grate up and it shoots the fire and you can sear and. But
Which the Traeger you can't do.
no, Traeger just straight up smoke and heat.
Smoke.
But this one's got fire to it. So I caught it on fire about 2 months ago. I was cooking steak on it and I just cranked it up on high. That way I could.
Sear
I
the fuck out of
smoke.
it.
I smoke them for a while on like 250 and let
Get some flavor.
get some flavor in it, and then I crank it up. Well, apparently I have not cleaned the bottom of that grill.
gotta
Gets
clean
that
out the
grease built
bucket.
up, huh?
Holy shit! I should have caught the house on fire. I had to fucking take the water hose to it. It got that fucking.
Okay,
it-
first off,
it melted
any decent fireman that's listening will tell
Yeah.
you don't put a water hose
no.
to the freaking grease fire.
No. The grease fire was inside. I had to hose down the outside of
Oh,
it.
to cool it down.
Yeah, cool it down.
To save the steak is what it was, yeah.
It got so fucking hot, it melted the paint, the high temp paint.
That's like 5,000 degrees, right?
It
Or
was
some shit.
fucking on.
That's the shit you freaking coat your
Yeah.
exhaust pipe with, and it stays for life.
So now I clean it regularly.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Isn't it just drip down and you empty it out?
Well, that part, but there's still shit that falls on this one tray, and
Oh, yeah.
it's not a very
Yeah. Yeah. Like Traeger.
But you've had it for how many years?
That up.
5?
definitely.
I remember when you got that because you got it at Walmart. I remember you talking about that.
Yep, got it at Walmart.
Because I started looking at those and I was like,
they're fucking badass. It got the smoke.
because I need to get it something. Because the last barbecue I had was just a regular. Because I've got
I got a bunch of those.
I've got my gas outlet, my natural gas outlet that I just plug into on the side of the house in the backyard.
look at you.
So I don't want to deal with propane because when I lived in Hawaii, you didn't have natural gas, so I had to have propane. And I was like the guy that was known for being at a party that the fucking steaks or chicken's half done and the fucking
that propane
shit.
bottle's
Hold on,
empty.
I'll be right back.
I gotta go to the gas
Keep the
station.
lid closed. Keep the heat in. I'll be right. Good. There's a gas station. I got to run down there.
That's why I like the pellet stove because it's always
And that's what.
But until you run out of pellets and go,
well,
fuck, I'm
but
out of
can't
pellets.
you get pellets by like the fucking crate?
No, not that kind of pellet. You gotta get.
I know it's different, but you can't still get a pellet.
I cannot go and put my wood stove pellets that heat the house.
No, it's different.
No, it's
Still
different.
wood.
No, it's
you want hardwood.
Yeah, you want hardwoods.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't.
You don't want fir and pine flavored
Well, there's that.
with whatever glue and shit that they put in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
there goes my plan then.
Yeah, that plan's gone.
I guess I'll take that back to Tractor Supply.
Yeah, I don't need this pallet.
But no,
Yeah.
my last one, and I bought it a bunch of years ago, was the gas one, and of course, it rusted out after 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, they do.
You got 10
And
years
so then
out
I
of it.
replaced it with the Blackstone griddle, which I love.
Yeah,
It's a
you're-
freaking 4 or 5 burner, whatever, 36 inch. It freaking, I cook everything on.
Yeah,
I
I
got
got one.
But you can't. I still want to do a fucking prime rib or a fucking whole
So,
chicken or something like
you need
that.
to invest in a Pit Boss Pro Platinum Series.
That's the one with
And
the.
you don't smoke a lot of meat, or maybe
I
you
don't
would.
smoke at all. I don't.
So you would
I just.
get
I
a
just.
smaller Pit Boss.
Yeah.
Mine's
'cause
a
I don't
big-
need much.
Mine's a big cabin about as big as this table.
Yeah, because all the steaks and all the
Which
stuff.
is this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is about yay big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just need something that I can do like a whole chicken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I like a rotisserie too. But if I smoker, I don't think I need a rotisserie because it's all encumbered anyways.
Yeah.
With the pellets. So I just need something that I can do that's not. That I can close a lid on.
Yeah.
And use during the wintertime. That's the one thing with the fucking Blackstone because I don't have a covered thing.
Oh.
So I'm limited to season and weather because
Yeah.
I'm not going to be out there. So sad was it Saturday when we had our fucking rainstorm. So I got those steaks and I was going to do them Saturday. Well, then it fucking rained and I'm like, technically I could cook them out there because the heat's going to evaporate. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not standing out there.
No.
So
That's why I
Yeah.
got mine under.
So I had a sandwich,
There you go.
which
But you
is just
you got a covered patio.
no,
right?
but the fucking natural gas line for my Blackstone doesn't reach that far.
Need a longer hose.
I've been told that. I've been told that. Yeah.
I think we all have.
Yeah. Did I need a longer hose? Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah. So, I don't know. Hey, Wang.
Shit. You need to get the big freaking. You called it.
He brought the wrong cup.
Yeah, he did. He didn't bring the Three Guys and Sometimes Bob massive 55-gallon drum cup for
The
you.
redneck guzzler.
Yeah.
There it is. That's what I was looking
The
for.
redneck guzzler.
That is.
It's like the big one at
accessories, flavors.
7-Eleven.
Yeah. That's what you call it. The redneck guzzler. And I got that from that show,
Oh, that one.
The Apprentice,
The Apprentice.
with the guy we were talking about, Vince Vaughn, and Owen Wilson. And they're at Google doing an apprenticeship. And
That's a great movie.
yeah, it's a fucking great
That
movie.
is a great movie.
And yeah, so he says that, and because he finds out all the shit that they're at Google and the freaking cafeteria is free. He's like, you get like a redneck guzzler version of this. You can like his coffee, like fucking. Is that free too? He's like, yeah, that's free too. Whatever you want. What about this banana? What about this yogurt? Oh yeah, everything's
Yeah,
free.
everything's free at Google.
Perfect.
That's funny. I cannot find.
Pit Boss.
Well, I found the Pit Boss, but I can't find my Pit Boss.
Maybe they did, well, you've had it a hot minute, so maybe
Yeah, maybe they did.
freaking decided you were the only one that bought one, and
Yeah.
and
Continued.
because yours got that upper cabinet for smoking, right?
Yes. And the cool thing about Pit Boss, I've had problems with mine where I
catch it on fire.
I catch it on fire. Like my probe.
Other than
went out,
self-induced
my motor.
problems.
Yes, certain things have gone
Has
out.
your probe ever gone out?
My what?
Your probe.
No.
Mine has.
He's lost his probe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I don't
lost my
have one,
probe.
so I don't know.
That's what she said.
I've got my griddle, so
I don't need
it
one.
works fine. I don't need a probe. I have tongs. I just flipped a steak. Works fine.
But I call it Pit Boss, and I tell them what the problem is. They go, no problem. We'll
Just send you a new one.
Send you a new one. Here's the instructions how to put it all together. And it's kind of a pain in the ass to work on them, but holy shit. Wow. I guess I got mine at a great price.
They gone up, have they?
They have gone up.
Because
$1,200.
you got yours for like $4 something,
Yeah,
right?
four or $500. And like,
That
damn.
was pre-COVID.
That was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
But the new one.
And they're only sold at Walmart, right?
That's cool.
Yes.
That's
The
called
one I
Beast.
have
One
is
you got,
only
yeah.
at Walmart. But this one's sold somewhere else at Arbor.
That's the Walmart of the East Coast, probably.
Is that it?
I don't know. Not.
Yep.
I mean, I think Walmart started on the East Coast, though, so I guess it
Yeah.
can't be that.
Yeah, it could be.
Wherever Sam Walton grew up, someplace in the South,
Yeah, Arkansas or
Yeah.
something like that.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
someplace where cousins are fucking.
Southern Oregon.
Yeah. Gosh, dang, that's it. Okay, yeah, this is better. This is $800.
Yeah.
Keep going. Scroll more.
Yeah, and it's all, oh shit, yeah.
Because my thing is, I'm not the best on fucking preventative maintenance on them.
Yeah,
I'm like
I'm
you
not-
of catching the house on
I'm
fire
not
because I don't
great
clean
with it either
You know,
until
my Blackstone's got the little grease catcher on the back.
Oh, I don't empty
Yeah,
mine.
mine too.
When it's when it's to the point to where it's going to spill over, and my dog is waiting because he knows when it spills over, he's like, "There's some good fucking grease on the
Yes,
ground."
yes,
And
yes.
some of it may be 6 months old, but he don't care.
No, they don't give a shit.
It's like it's going to hit that concrete and fucking solidify, and he's done for the day. He's like, "That's my spot."
Yeah.
And fucking,
yeah, you just gonna lay there and
I'm
Yeah.
gonna lick the concrete. till
lick
it's
the
gone.
concrete dry. Yeah, I'm not great at.
and it makes me think, other than the fact that he also licks his own. He would lick his own asshole, but he can't reach it because he's too fat. But maybe there's something to that. Is that good grease? Should I use that for something? Other than the
No,
fact it's been out there. I know.
Yeah,
I'm not actually going to do it,
No,
but
no, that's not good grease.
yeah.
If you were to save it afterwards and use it immediately, I'm sure it would
Well,
be
you
fine.
refrigerate it.
You could,
Yeah, like bacon.
but you got to, like today's grease is, taken care of.
But my thing is, okay, that fat that was on the pig didn't have refrigeration on the pig, did it? Why should I refrigerate it after the pig?
Because there's shit that grows.
It depends. If you want to use it again,
Yeah.
then refrigerate it.
Yeah. I don't know.
What about the?
It's just the rules. that
What
are
do the
just
Canadians
because.
do?
Whatever the fuck they want.
Leave it outside. It's cold enough.
Yeah, it sounds okay. I guess they got their own built-in.
Yeah. It's,
When
I have,
coffee. Unless he's brewing a new pot, I don't know.
he could be brewing it. No, you would have had to come in.
He should know Tuesdays.
You might
that-
have a customer.
I didn't hear the bing bong.
Yeah.
I don't hear him out here either. That's why I had to sit
I don't hear
inside for a
shit
while. Oh, there's a horn.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, no, shit. I see him. Oh, I don't know.
He's flipping you off, probably.
He is.
Yeah, that rotten bastard.
Oh, he's bringing that pot.
Wang's on
Wang.
vacation.
He had a big TikTok video going on. He couldn't break free.
Oh, shit. Oh, God, he got the bottom of the pot.
That's fine. That's the good stuff.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, we go through
Well,
it
it's
pretty
not-
fast.
yeah, that's-
Now, if that was yesterday's, that's a little bit different.
You want me to make another call?
You probably should.
Yeah.
I don't want any more.
I'm good, but Michael. will
Yeah,
drink it.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael will drink it.
I'm
trying to-
low on energy today, so
Yeah.
I need to pop it up. I had to be up early.
Madras, Oregon. I have no idea.
Is that where the fire's at?
I have no idea.
No.
Let's turn this thing on. Let's see. I'm guessing it's probably. Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay. Well, we're gonna find out real quick.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning. My name is Jessica Adams. The reason for my call is that the updated plan for Medicare has just been released.
Sweet.
Do you have a minute to check what additional benefits you can qualify for?
Yes. Yes.
Well, what
What?
we do here is help you get additional Medicare benefits like dental, hearing, vision, prescription coverage, and food cards at
All of it.
absolutely no cost. In order to do that, we need to confirm your eligibility. Do you have Part A and Part B of Medicare?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry I couldn't hear that. Do you have Part A and Part B of Medicare?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Just to confirm this
Gotta
again,
love these robots.
do you have Part A and Part B of Medicare?
No.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you do not qualify for these benefits.
Wait,
Motherfucker!
I do qualify. I do,
what about
yes.
bullshit?
Yes, I qualify. This is bullshit. Hello? I don't want to say the word yes.
No, I understand that.
Oh, that
And
one goes
wait a
on
minute,
forever.
I'm not old enough for
No, you're not.
Medicare.
You're on somebody's list. Well, I mean, I've been getting the AARP
Well,
cards
you
in the mail,
You qualify for that now.
but I've been getting them since I was like 35.
Yeah.
So, you know,
There's
it's
probably
like a
some-
preemptive, we're going to get them hooked a little bit early.
Yeah. I just want that Colonial Penn life insurance.
Oh,
Yeah.
How much do they spend on commercials?
And
Holy
when
shit.
You get that and then get your reverse mortgage at the same time.
Yeah. From
That's how
from
you
Tom Selleck.
bundle it. You bundle it.
bundle-
Bundle that
bundle that
shit.
shit together.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
No, I'm going to get that Colonial Penn because I'm going to just go, I want $1 million. I'm going to put it like on my old
For
man.
$8 a month.
Yeah. And you don't have to qualify.
Yeah.
You could be all fucked up and where's the fine print?
I could do it with my sister now.
Shit, we
Without
can
her
sign up
knowing?
right now.
Does she have any? Does she have any? What do you call it? Errors or whatever you want to call them?
She got a couple daughters.
But yeah, whoever signs it doesn't matter. You can have I can have a life insurance policy on you.
You don't have to have consent or anything like that.
Well, I think there is some form of consent, but I mean, hell, that's a signature.
Somebody's.
Roy doesn't realize I got like $5 million on him.
Oh, yeah.
I got a stamp. Do you approve, Roy? I do.
That weird physical that came over here, that lady came over here for, and you thought she was just feeling you up. Yeah, that was for that.
Yeah.
That was for that.
Oh, that's what
that finger in the ass.
Yeah, that was all that was about. Okay, fine.
Oh, so
It's worth it though. Whatever.
The crazy thing about what's going on, I think we are going to talk about this earlier without any hot chocolate shit.
You think we're gonna talk about it
I
earlier?
think we're going. Yeah, you
I think
mentioned
that's
it, we
sort
were
of like
gonna
a
say-
present and past tense altogether.
Yeah, it's all fucked up, just like the whole system. The homeless encampments.
Yes.
They're really getting fired up about that shit.
There's gates or there's a
I know.
fence around
Yeah,
the
they're
one.
down by my house.
I saw that one today.
How it almost feels like I'm in a fucking UN town now, because Gaza, yeah, I drive by there and go, they got fencing, 6-foot chain link fence with a gate, and then there's tents inside of it.
Yeah.
And people are standing there. It's like the Walking fucking Dead. And they're like hitting the gate, running into it. And there's a guy on the outside. I drove by and there's a guy on the outside of the fence. The
Can't figure
gate's
out
right
how-
there, and there's a guy on the inside, and they're talking to each other.
Can't figure out how to open a gate.
Yeah, and it's just really kind of a weird, eerie.
See, now somebody like me is going to be drunk one night and go put padlocks on all the gates at all the spots they got.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
First off, why do they have a gate? Why not just have a small opening to where? I mean,
I don't know, because
now you got to keep the dogs in or
we're-
something. I mean, is it?
Right. To
Well, keep
protect.
the feral pigs out.
Oh, forgot about the feral pigs
What was
we've
it that
got.
we were going to? Actually, they're going to. I think they're going to fence off the old Henderson.
Yeah, the A
Chevron.
Street, the A Street spot.
A Street. Let's put. Welcome to Grants Pass. Fuck me.
Right down from the high school.
Yeah, right by the high school, right next to the city hall. I mean, they can take a look at it.
Well, I think to my opinion on that, on locations like that one, is none of them are going to want to go there because it's too visible.
Yeah, it's right
And
across from the cop shop.
It's a deterrent to say, okay, you know what? Why don't you head to Hawthorne Park in Medford? It's
Yeah.
more user friendly. I
It's-
think it is.
Or
It's
Lithia.
I don't
Bolivia
know
is a
why.
longer boat bus trip.
I don't know
Lithia.
why.
Oh, Lithia Park. I'm like, Bolivia is a long bus ride.
That's
Bolivia
okay.
is great.
That'll be fine.
I don't know why we have to accommodate.
Because what do you do with them otherwise?
It's not our problem.
It shit fuck is.
It is right now.
They're
They,
here.
they turned it into our
Well,
problem.
they're here.
Before, it was never a problem.
Well,
It
that-
was, you had Joe the hobo that would sleep underneath the fucking
You know who
overhang
started
over
all
here.
this shit in Oregon? The Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh.
No, God, we can't
No.
go that far
He
back.
brought all those people in, and then when he disbanded everything, he shipped them all to Portland.
Yeah,
and now
well,
they've come south.
But this is that we're talking from the 80s. This is
Yeah.
Are you saying this is generational?
Absolutely.
Really? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm sure there's some generational bullshit that happens, but are they having babies in homeless encampments, and then that baby turns into another homeless person, and then they have babies
unless they want to get out of it.
Yeah,
I don't think the baby turns into a homeless person. I think the baby just is a homeless person.
It's just homeless.
It just gets yanks out of somebody's homeless coochie, and is now you've got a homeless crotch goblin. And so be it. And it sucks because now you've got a child that didn't ask for this fucking life.
Right, and they should sue their parents for it.
They should, but they don't know any better because they think it's normal.
Yeah, but
that's the problem. Is the generational part that, like Roy was saying. Where's the stop
of it? So when you keep on feeding the bears, now we have accommodated them once again.
You must have the answer to that question.
I don't have the answer. That's why I'm talking about it. But what happens if you got a stray dog that comes to your house?
Shoot it.
Bingo. If you keep on throwing out T-bones every day, the stray dog's going to keep coming back every day to get his T-bone.
Yeah, you just.
If you quit feeding the bears,
are you throwing T-bones out? Because I'll show up fucking every day.
Same thing with cats, dogs.
I just want the fillet out of it.
When the freaking ice cream truck shows up,
the fucking bone down and make a fucking broth. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
there you go.
I like a good fucking beef broth.
Yeah.
Anyways, so.
But. No, if I don't know what the answer is, and I think a lot, 90%, and there's some people go, I know what the answer is. Well,
no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Because you don't know the answer is until you implement something and it doesn't work.
Yes,
and then you adapt and figure out what aspects of it did work.
Guess what? What we're doing now is not working.
Nope.
So now they're corralling. Now, and I'm looking at it as like, now you're imprisoning them by putting up fences with gates and stuff. You're not.
As long as you can come and go, you're not in prison.
No, you're right. You can come and go, but
until somebody gets drunk and puts padlock on it, or welds the hinges.
Yeah, Michael out there with the
just
generator.
Just a little brazier. I just get a freaking torch with a fucking brazier. Just all you got to do is put enough resistance in the hinges that they'll be like, it's too much work.
Yeah, but when does it stop? When
it may
I think the biggest issue was in going back to the 80s when they started doing away with the mental health programs.
Yeah, you don't see them setting up a pop-up tent and a table with counseling or
they've got, from what I understand, they've got that group MINT, and I don't remember what it's an acronym, it stands for something. There's doctors involved on the board of that and all that kind of stuff, and it's a legitimate thing, and they've been doing that, and they're the ones that I guess they started on every Thursday or whatever, bringing food to them out there to the Riverside, and maybe they made their rounds. I don't know.
Yeah,
but they have, and they're big involved with the where Parker's Furniture, where he's turning that into a Parker's place.
Yep.
And apparently they've been very instrumental in getting that going, and they have been able to place people and getting assistance for those who want it.
Yeah.
For the ones who want it, they have been very instrumental in doing that. But you're always going to have that subset of people involved there that's just their lifestyle.
Yeah,
and those are the ones that just need to go away. I don't know where they go.
Yeah,
other than maybe let's swim across the river every day until you don't make it.
About getting the help that they need to get.
Yeah.
But we're spending money on the shit that we don't need to be spending on. Get them the help, be it mental health, be it whatever, but get them off the shit, get them off the streets as fast as you possibly can.
I think,
and it's the habitual ones that are that hang out over here in the corner at the city council meeting over here.
I think the first part of it is, for lack of a better term, caging them in like it is, so you've got them captive. And then you can have these groups like Mint or some other places that will provide social services that can now we've got everybody in these 4 locations, whatever they decided on.
Yeah.
I understand it's still up for negotiation of where those
Riverside West, A Street, across from A Street. They're putting one next to the cop shop.
But that's still
they're putting one down there by
the fire station.
They're fencing in Baker Park area.
Yeah. But I think some of that's changed.
I think they call that Arkansas.
Kansas.
Texas.
It's the Texas property.
Yeah, which I don't know how they get that.
I don't either.
Get it either.
Anyways, but you've got them pseudo captive to where you can then filter out. Okay, you want help? I'm here. Let's get some counselors in there.
You know what happens.
And then you can figure out, which ones, and I think maybe that if, police officers involved to some extent, you can't have them 100% because then even the ones that want help won't come out. But you can then identify, these fuckers not even a chance. So let's harass them enough to get them to leave town.
Yeah, when you cage people and you in jail,
Get Lord of the Flies shit going on.
you do you there becomes a hierarchy there.
But
there becomes organizational.
But to an extent, they will also self-police.
They will self-police if they, but their self-policing is not necessarily. I've never been in that situation, and God willing, I'll never be in that situation because I know that what I've done in my life, I will not be in that situation.
Correct.
But these people are in that for whatever reasons: mental health, drug addiction, alcohol addiction,
All the above.
or just plain out gave fucking up. But I
Those
just
are the ones that wear pajamas all day long.
No, that's the Walmart people.
That's
That's Walmart.
Walmart people.
That's Walmart.
Yeah, that's Walmart people.
Which, you know what? I'm all for wearing pajamas all day long, but I'm gonna stay at home. I'm gonna stay at home and do it.
Oh no, I got
That's
my
different.
I got
Yeah.
my shorts
Don't
and
go
my
out
tank
in
top.
public. Yeah.
Dude, I got my fuzzy pants and my fucking mucklucks.
Yeah.
Got some fuzzy mucklucks going on here.
Yeah.
And what I do? This is my whole, because I wake up between 3 and 4 every morning. I get up and I've got on the back of so I got go through my bathroom, connect to my bedroom there, and I've got the walk-in closet on the back side of the door. I've got a hook where my fuzzy pants are. And now I think I don't know the last time I washed them, but whatever.
You don't
You
need
have to because I get
They
up.
got ball sweat on them. They're fine. They're
Nah,
yours.
how much ball sweat do you think I've got at 3 a.m. when I've been sleeping all day?
Yeah, probably not a lot.
Not much.
No.
But then you will later.
I don't wear it all day long. I get up at 3 a.m., I go put those on, and then I come back because whatever clothes I wore the night before are on the floor next to my bed. So I put that shirt back on because I'm not going to use a new shirt.
Right.
Because I haven't showered yet, because I shower in the mornings. And then I go out, make my cup of coffee. I tell Alexa, coffee time, and she turns the kitchen lights on about 20% brightness so it doesn't disturb the dogs because they get mad.
Poor dogs.
No, because then they want to get up and get fed, and then they bother me. Is what it is.
Right.
So 20% brightness. I got the Keurig right there. I get my coffee going, and I go into my home office, get on the computer, and then I do that. And after about 6 or 8 cups of coffee, I'll come out. Whatever I got going on today, I'll take a shower, get ready, get my real clothes on.
Right. You're
But
not bothering the roommate, are you?
No. Put the fuzzy pants back on the hook.
Shower,
Go start my day.
shave, and everything.
Everything, all the above.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll usually shit while my second cup of coffee is brewing.
Oh, okay.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It takes like 3 minutes in Keurig. So.
Yeah, it's a quick dump.
it's a quick dump. Yeah. Well, I don't bring my phone or my iPad in there.
okay.
So it's just
So you're down to business.
The
Then.
first dump of the day is usually quick.
yeah.
Second
It's
one
been
take a
building
while.
up all night. So.
Yeah. I want out.
Oh
There
man.
goes that T-bone.
Yeah, that T-bone, that was the ribeyes.
Ribeye,
Ribeyes
whatever.
and the shrimp. I'm a big fan.
I want Roy's opinion on this, and I need it.
Why don't you go ahead and say it then?
I don't know if I need it. I just want to understand. So we got the DNC going on right now. I'm not going to hot chocolate this one to death.
Okay.
But the DNC's happening, and they're doing their thing and everything. And the protests that are going on for
Gaza.
the Gaza. Why?
Why
Ron and I were talking about this morning because they are really, Free Palestine. They're really, attack, and they're protesting at the DNC against the Democrats and everything, because I don't necessarily think that the Democrats are supporting, Israel, or that the Republicans are supporting Israel. It's just being Israel. But are they mad because they're telling them they're not doing anything about it?
I think what it is first off, the Democrats.
There's no win here.
The Democrats are the current administration.
Yep.
And there's news out there because of DNC.
Right.
So they're getting visibility. Did they? I don't know. I didn't pay attention to the RNC either, so I don't know. Did they protest at all at RNC?
No, they did not.
Okay, so I think it's mostly because this is the current administration,
Right.
And there is television coverage, and because there's probably a lot more television coverage because the whole Kamala Biden thing.
Right.
So there's a lot more visibility, and generally, if you're protesting, you want visibility.
Sure.
Otherwise you just sit at home.
What's the point?
Here's my thought on it, because they did an interview on this guy, and he's not he's a foreigner. He's probably from Israel, or
is he like old foreigner, or is it the new Asian lead singer foreigner?
Old foreigner.
Okay.
Old foreigner.
Not the Filipino singer foreigner guy.
That was Journey.
Journey, damn it! I can't.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
gotta pee. I gotta pee. So I'll be back.
Okay, so I'll continue. Oh, Jesus
careful!
Christ.
Holy
shit!
That's loud.
Wow.
Is that going out over the broadcast?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I put it off air.
Oh, okay.
I mute it, but I don't. It doesn't.
Oh, fuck me!
Holy Christ! That
But
like
anyways,
me.
they heard all your responses.
I felt like I was in a bag of chips.
No shit. So they're out there, and there's a gentleman. No, fuck that. I'm not going to call him a gentleman because
There was a guy talking.
there was a guy, and the reporter looked at him and says, "Hey, what do you think of October 7th?" And he goes, "What about it?" He goes, "Well, do you think it was wrong what Hamas did to kill all those people or anything?" He goes, "I think it's fine. I think they deserved it." Or it was like this. Are you kidding me? They killed a lot of fucking people. Mm-hmm. They killed a lot of innocent people that didn't need to be killed on, and they're okay with it because they're Palestinian. And my thought is, if you love that place so much, then you need to hop on the fucking jet airplane and you need to go over there and be there with them
And help out.
and fight against the. I'm good. Thanks,
I'm good,
brother.
thanks. Fill him up.
Yeah,
Fill him up.
Yeah, no, he'll drink that whole fucking pot. But if you're protesting in favor of Hamas or the Palestinian people in the West Bank, then you need to go over there. Oh, he found his cup.
Found the redneck guzzler here.
The redneck guzzler.
Fill it up.
They need to go over there and be with them. Why do it here in the United States? You're not going to accomplish anything. They're protesting is not going to. You think Joe Biden or Kamala?
He might be living in that Chicago area that's got. Apparently, Michigan's got a huge population.
No, Dearborn, Michigan is huge.
Libyans.
Libyans.
That's where I was born.
But
in a hospital right outside.
Yeah.
Yes, right outside of
Tripoli.
Libya North.
Libya North.
In Michigan.
In
yeah.
Michigan, okay.
So, what do you think they're really going to accomplish, other than they had to take a tremendous amount of?
I don't think they know what they're going to accomplish.
They're not going to accomplish anything because it's just really weird that you think the Biden administration is going to sit in the White House and go, well, we better do something because the 200 people down there on First Street are protesting. They're not going to do that shit.
I think no, and I agree with you. But I think people that do that, and it's the same people that drive around with their big trucks with the Trump flag out the back. Who are you trying to persuade?
Right.
I get it.
You're showing support for yourself.
Yeah, you're showing support.
There was
You want to be
a big
noticed.
group in Harbor when I was up there Saturday. They had a line of about 20 trucks with the
And they're all
American Trumpers and
Okay.
American flags and all that shit.
Because they weren't Priuses.
Yeah,
But they weren't protesting, were they? Were they burning
No.
shit down?
Oh
And,
no!
they're-
That's not what I'm
they're
saying. That's not what I'm saying. They were getting ready for their little drive up and down the highway.
Okay.
To show their support for.
And
Orange Master.
and Harris should, if they want to do the same thing, there's a chance in this area that would not fly very well.
No, but my point is,
If I was to have an
they're
American
stupid
flag
people.
on my truck with a Biden or a Harris Walls, I'm afraid.
you can do a Biden-Harris waltz.
Is that a dance?
Biden-Harris waltz.
One, two, three, four.
BHW.
One, two.
BHW.
BHW.
So
It wouldn't go over well here in this town.
no, not even a little bit.
Well,
But
there's quiet Democrats here.
Yeah.
We don't have the protesting. We don't have a
No, because a lot of us just don't want to have the fucking hassle of having
exactly. So you
busted
do it
into.
in your own special way, other than being boisterous. I mean, we don't have the big Trump. I mean, there's been a few Trump rallies.
I remember there was this one woman in a motorhome, and she drove up and down G Street. I saw her.
She drove up and down G Street in the
She probably
motorhome.
should not. She
No.
probably
So
should
I'm
not.
like, I don't like driving down G Street in the middle of the day in my frickin' Tesla, let alone a frickin'
When I
motorhome.
drive that down on my truck, I take the windows in so I can make it through.
You mean the mirrors?
The mirrors.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those windows that you look back at yourself through?
That's the one. Yeah.
You're like, who's that sexy motherfucker
right.
on the other side of the window?
Who is that old
Who's
fuck?
that fucking sexy bitch over there? I'd like to put stuff in his butt.
All right, I'm wrong. Sorry.
I am all about people expressing their freedoms of speech and
Oh,
their
no, I
freedoms
agree.
of doing shit.
But-
because that's why we went to war. That's why we joined the military, to abstain those freedoms. I don't agree with some of those freedoms that they.
You don't have
they,
to.
They,
No, you don't have
we
to.
Don't, we
Absolutely.
don't have to. But I don't have to agree with them either, and I don't
No.
have to have it shoved down my throat. But if you're going against the United States and you're going against the normalcy of what we stand for in our Constitution, then you need to pack your shit and go to that country that you want to be part of, and go over there and fight them. Because
No, I think
fighting?
the majority of these, especially when you look at like the college campuses, of that we're doing all the Palestinian pro-Palestine
thing.
thing.
Get kicked out of
Well,
college.
it's not. Yeah, well, I don't disagree with that, but I also think that
It's the freedom of
they have
thing.
no.
As long
they
as you
ha-
don't riot.
They have you look
They're
at you
rioting.
look across most college campuses these days, and on every corner there's somebody protesting some cause.
Right.
And because they have no idea what they're doing with their lives and they need an identity. You know, I remember guys in the military that all of a sudden, and I worked at a
Don't
radio.
incriminate yourself what you worked on.
Well, no. I worked at a Radio Shack part-time when I was first in the military. And I had my boss there, the manager. He had just got, and we were next to a Navy base, so there was easy pickings for commission work because I could set some dudes up with some stereo equipment that I'm like, especially when you got the country boys coming in there because the black guy next to him in the room next to him in the barracks is playing the rap music too loud, so he wants a stereo that he can play country music to
want to
compete
put
with. And I'm
Hank
like,
on.
bro, I can help you out.
Yeah.
Let me finance you. Take this paper to PSD, so there's a direct allotment for your $1,300, and this is back in fucking '89 or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna set you up with some giant speakers. So, anyways, but then you got the guys that would come in wearing fucking elf boots and fucking weird shit, and my boss was like, that's those guys that trying to figure out an identity. They got to figure out who they are in life, and I'm like, so you get these college kids that don't have an identity. They've been living at home with mom and dad. They don't know what the fuck they want to do.
They get out in the real world.
They get out in the real world, and they're like,
"Fuck."
I've got all this time on my hands because I'm a fucking art history major, and so the homework load isn't that big.
Right.
And nothing bad about art history majors, but don't expect to get a job
in art history.
in
art
art history. Yeah, be an art history teacher is what you're going to end up being,
Yeah.
Maybe.
and it won't pay your student debt. So, anyways, but so then these groups will latch onto them and be like, come with us, you're part of the family now, and all this kind of. So now they've got this new identity, and they will protest what. And there was a movie.
Why people like Jim Jones
Yeah, same idea, easy pickings, and
or Bhagwan Shiraj,
Whatever, yeah.
or whoever,
but it's
Jimmy Swaggart.
but it's
The list goes on.
Oh,
there's the
on,
we could,
on every side of the fucking fence.
and some of them didn't even have a fence.
No, they did, but
They got to come to Grants Pass for that.
Was there a gate on the
hinges-
fence?
hinges got
the hinges
welded.
got welded, so they couldn't get out. Yeah.
No.
But so then, first off, if you're there, I was gonna say, there's a movie that what's his name did back in the day,
Oh, that guy.
back in that one year. But it was
Some time ago.
oh fuck, I'm gonna have to look it up.
What did you do to your arm?
You've heard it.
Did you
Oh,
shave?
fuck. I don't know what I did there.
Cut yourself shaven, yeah.
Yeah, cut yourself shaving.
Wow.
But he did it. It was sort of a parody on the different parts of college life too. And he was like, "These are the cause heads. Every week they've got a different cause, and they, one week they were protesting meat, and one,
Yeah,
beef.
Next one they're
It's
protesting.
freaking Palestine or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but it was always that, and
Vegetables
that's what if you go around. Because I know when my son was going to Oregon State, you would come through, and there was always some place on the campus that there was a group
Yeah.
with some kind of thing. And this is in the college. This was when I used to go to Washington D.C. every year to do lobbying stuff. I remember one year, and I should have taken a picture of it because I wanted to do a presentation that showed that when you're the last in line, because you go to the mall there in Washington D.C.
It's not stores, people.
It's not stores. It's
lawn,
got
big
this lawn
fucking
and the
lawn.
Smithsonian's on each side, and it's a great area to be. It's fucking amazing.
Lincoln Memorial.
Lincoln Memorial on one side,
and
the Capitol Building,
Washington Monument.
Washington
on the other,
Monument.
in the middle.
Never been
and
there.
then
I'd like to go
the
there.
Capitol Building on the other side.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And just the energy there is great. But they've got these people with cause, and they got kids in the middle playing frisbee, freaking football and shit like
okay.
that. It's great. It's just a great energy.
But you got small groups.
But you small
people
groups of cause people
bitching about.
And this one year I was there on the lawn leading up to the Capitol building. And I wanted to take a picture of it. So when I was doing a presentation about something or other, I'd be like, this is what happens when you're last in line for the causes to be handed out. they were fucking protesting circumcision. They were like big signs, foreskin is not evil, or some shit like that. It was like, and it was like 3 of them. That was like, you were the last fuckers in line, and you got your ticket. You were like, fuck, we got foreskin again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, pull out of the hat.
Yeah, like fucking. But
As far as the protest and everything, and protest,
I just fucking ate a gnat. I think.
Oh, that wasn't a gnat.
Okay, well,
It would be
I also did not rinse the cup out before.
You're fine.
Whatever.
You're fine.
Oh no, I'm dude. I've had worse stuff. I've gone down on. I mean, I have.
Yes. You've been to Tijuana.
Gone down on what's her name?
I have drank worse coffee. Is what I meant to say.
If you want to protest something, in my opinion, always in my opinion, that is a worthy cause. How about let's protest?
Yeah, but that's their opinion.
Yeah,
See,
but
everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's kind of like
stupid.
asking.
No, Roy, they're not.
no.
Yep, even if you're wrong.
No.
But how about something that you can do something about? Child trafficking. That would be a great protest. Protest against child trafficking.
Well, so you mean there should be more red and green lights at daycares,
Yes.
so it keeps the flow of traffic.
Right.
There you go.
Exactly. Protest against sex trafficking. Do something that is actually hurtful to a human being.
Well, and actually, maybe
our country.
Well, I was gonna say maybe that might actually impact your life. These people that are protesting,
Certain
unless
people.
you're from Palestine and you've got family and lineage back there, but
That fucking thing has been a powder keg.
It has.
Forever.
for like 1,500 years.
I bet none of the people that are protesting for Palestine have ever been to Palestine.
Probably don't even know where.
Maybe-
Couldn't even point it out on a map.
Yeah.
10
well, most of these
10%.
people don't know fucking geography at all.
No, 10
I couldn't point Idaho.
I could.
I couldn't.
Right
They
there.
could be,
It's one thing I was really
like their
good at.
parents lived in Israel, or maybe they're generational, but they were born here or they were brought here because their parents had the right to go.
Let's go someplace better.
Yeah, this place sucks, and we don't want to be here no more. So let's go to America because that's where the land of opportunity is, and we can open a bodega or whatever you want to do.
We call them 7-Elevens in Grants Pass, but
7-Eleven.
whatever.
Motels.
Yeah, and do something to better your life. Now you got second, third generational people going out there. Oh, I'm fighting for my right of my people. Well, you've been fucking removed for years. Your grandparents were there 60, 70 years ago. What makes it okay now?
Well, and yeah, exactly. Why were you not protesting it, 20 years ago or whatever? But I get that if, I would like to, I'm not from Palestine or my relatives are from Germany, but so I think that there's probably some Jewish golden artwork that is due me, but whatever.
That's like us protesting Germany.
Yeah.
Because our grandparents lived there.
Yeah.
And they left because of fucking Hitler.
No, because of Volkswagen.
A Volkswagen. Right, Volkswagen. They left on a Volkswagen.
Das Boot.
Yes. They got out of there because they wanted to improve their life to go to a better area. I'm German descent. You're German descent. My
sometimes Bob is like he's like actual German.
Ask Bob why they left. Because it was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Because they were going to die because Hitler was an asshole.
Well,
and World War II was an asshole.
Yeah, but he was there for part of that.
Yeah, he was seeing bombs dropping and shit.
Yeah.
The reason they left was because of Soviet Union.
Right. They
made it out before the ball went up.
Yeah. So they knew that it was not going to get. I don't see Bob out there protesting against Russia right now.
No, he's protesting God.
He's protesting God. No, I don't.
No, God's followers. God's followers. Yeah,
God's
he's
followers.
protesting God's followers.
Yeah, yes.
That's what I meant.
Protect me from my followers.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
But
yeah.
you don't see. It's just really. It's just mind baffling. If I'm telling you, get the fucking C-130 ready there in LaGuardia,
Dover.
Dover, and hey,
I feel like that should be a handbag
Dover.
brand. No, LaGuardia.
LaGuardia?
I got me the new LaGuardia.
Yeah, that sounds badass.
It's like Louis Vuitton kind of a thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
LaGuardia.
We're done.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of shit. I'm gonna buy a container full of handbags from China
And name them.
and get them to relabel them.
Yeah.
LaGuardia.
We probably get him for like
Get
a
it.
diamond
Instead
piece.
of the LV, it'll be the LG.
The LG.
LG.
Yeah,
I
he
like
was
it.
the.
Oh wait, there's
No,
already
no, no,
LG.
we
That's
already
already.
got
I got a
LG.
fridge. I got a fridge. No, I had a Samsung fridge.
Yeah, Life is Good is what that is.
Life is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
no,
you want,
LaGuardia was the mayor of New York for back in the 40s or 50s.
No, that was what's his name? Trump's lawyer.
Giuliani.
Giuliani. Oh, Giuliani. My God, it's the other Italian guy.
yeah, old hair runner.
O'Hare. Yeah, O'Hare was the mayor of Chicago. I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
Oh, that was Daley.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if
John Daly.
John Daly.
hop
I'd
on
like
it-
to golf with him.
Not
That would
John
be-
Daly. James.
Oh,
Was it James Daly?
No, James Dean.
James Dean.
James Dean. No, the
He's
mayor,
got some great
the
sausage.
mayor of Chicago in 1968. That's a great song. James Dean.
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Dean.
Dean.
You know, breakfast patties, they're fucking bad as shit for you, but
they're,
Oh, they're
so much
delicious.
fucking
but fucking
salt.
delicious.
Yeah,
My God, they're
I-
good. They fucking.
No, they're not good. They're
They're-
fucking salty.
Oh, I fucking. Well, you got to put it
wow.
on a croissant or some shit like
you
that.
gotta-
I don't just eat them. I don't eat them. I don't eat them with
and
just
some
fucking-
potato.
and some fucking Cholula on there.
Oh, Cholula. But anyway,
I ran out of Cholula. Anyway. So
I'm off my rant. It's just like if you don't want to be here, then don't protest that you want.
Yeah, but that's part of the thing. That's a part of this country is you
I-
piss and moan about something because you can.
I get it, but make it worth your while. Fucking be.
That's them. It's not
I
you.
know, but
So let them do their.
So,
little
okay, what-
raggedy-
so what if I go out and protest the protesters?
Go ahead.
well, and that's I was just about to
you
say.
have that every fucking right.
I do. I have that right.
So
we just gonna go. I'm just gonna have Dan make. The Irish mobster make me. I'm here to protest the protesters.
Perfect. And then you can
So-
go to every single one of them.
But that's what I was saying. To put things in perspective, you ranting like this here is exactly what they're doing in the public.
We're just smarter than they are.
Are we?
Well, I don't know. We're sitting down here. It's nice and comfortable. I'm
Yeah.
smoking a cigar.
I'm drinking coffee and
So we are
with
protesting
random
the
random
protesters.
chunks in it that I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, it's
Could
good
be
stuff.
leftover something.
it probably is leftover something.
Yeah,
but you know what?
It was your
It was
something
good.
because
It was,
you're the only one
it
who
was,
drinks out
it
of
was,
the cup.
it was good enough the first time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Hey.
that grease on the back of my Blackstone.
Anywho.
I'm gonna go look at that
The
tonight.
dog
man.
looks at.
Anywho. All right. Roy and I got a new barge.
Yes.
We got the new
Yeah.
drift boat, or new to us.
New to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
New to
Yeah.
you. We call that new to you.
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 New to you. I put the new seats in it, and the new rod holders, and did some things to it. And
You got something to hold rod in the boat?
yeah, we got something to hold rod.
Yeah, it's a seatbelt.
So it
Yeah.
is.
But no,
Don't move.
we should be probably
don't shift your weight.
we should be looking pretty good here. Maybe I think I don't know when I'm leaving. Your schedule is busy too, Roy.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you want it for its maiden voyage?
Well, we decided we're going to take Fridays off.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
That's the Lord's Day.
It was. Thank God we're fishing.
Yeah, next week on the 20. That's the 28th. I think I'm leaving.
Oh, that's the weekend, right?
29th.
That's the Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, that's the Labor Week. I think we're going over the 10 mile. Yeah, Ron and I usually leave
that's
like on the
right.
29th, and we spend the night at
The mill.
the mill, and we stay in the RV park, and then
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Then we wait
Oh,
for
you're one of those fucking parking lot people. That
No.
They
We
piss and moan about.
No. I get an RV spot.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
Yeah.
that? But isn't the mill all they have is parking lot? Where's their RV?
They got right
an
next
actual-
to the parking lot. They got a beautiful RV spot.
Really?
Yeah, right around
There's
the
still
bay.
waterfront there.
Yeah, waterfront's beautiful
They
spot.
got any trees?
They do.
I thought they just extended the parking lot and
No.
said this is RV, and
No,
put some
they
put
don't like-
put some old frickin' 1980s drive-in movie theater speaker stands up so you
Yeah.
can plug into. And
No, they don't. I think they frown upon that now for RV overnight parking in their parking lot. I don't know.
well, but I thought they made a designated RV parking lot with hookups or whatever.
Yeah,
and
no. They have an actual RV park.
got grass and everything.
Cut grass and
Picnic tables?
water and drainage and all kinds of shit. No, and
Brothel. There was a brothel.
There should be a brothel. There should be an Asian massage parlor around there somewhere. Not saying that they're brothels because I'm
Who
sure
knows?
they're I'm sure they're legit in,
Oh, yeah.
in certain ways.
I'm sure.
You know,
Which
I
way?
don't. We got a lot of them here in town.
We have quite a bit.
Yeah, but you don't hear no problems from them.
Oh, speaking of which, how was your rub yesterday?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Did you fall asleep?
I did. I think I did.
Does she still listen to the podcast?
She does.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah, right?
Haley.
No,
Haley, whatever. H word. Fuck, I don't care.
H word. No. The
I don't go to her, so I can talk shit.
Yeah, you go next door. Or you did one time.
I did one time. I need to go back. I need to go. Maybe I'll go see Haley.
Maybe.
I'll look her up.
Yeah, she's a busy girl. But
Well, if I start planning now, then she'll find out. If I book it now, she'll have an opening when I actually want to go. And
yes.
6 months from now,
I'm
or whatever,
available the 6th. It's a Friday.
of this year.
Next
September 6th. That
I
might
like how
be,
retired guys are always like, "Yeah, I'm available." I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah.
you're available every fucking day."
that might be
Except you're not,
Yeah, exactly.
because you've got
I bet
you got
fiscal-
more. You got a busier schedule now than when you were
Yeah.
employed.
Oh, fuck yeah. I don't know how I had time for a job.
Yeah, because I'm probably chances are I might come home Wednesday the 4th.
Of September.
Yeah, Ron and I usually try to leave the day before.
Is that
we go
the
to
Ides
10
of
Mile.
September? No, 15th would be the Ides of
The
September.
Ides.
It's the 15th is the Ides of March. It does change.
Okay, so I
Not
thought
always the
I thought the Ides was just meant the 15th
No, it doesn't, apparently.
Anyways, I'll probably be gone for about a week.
ish.
Yeah, because everybody leaves on Monday because it's a holiday and they have to go home and go to work, and I don't have.
So then you got the place to yourself.
The Ides of September is the 13th.
So
No,
what does the Ides mean? Is that like
we
the second
leave there.
Tuesday or something?
The word Ides comes from the Latin word meaning to divide. In the Roman calendar, the Ides of the 15th day of March, April, May, October, the 13th day of the 8 other months.
So, but you can divide a month on any day. Why is the Ides to divide?
It's the Roman calendar.
Oh, is that better than the fucking Mayan calendar that almost fucked us over?
Yeah, the Mayan calendar, and I think we're in the Julian, aren't we?
I don't know. Well, with the military, had the Julian calendar because you would just be like 1 through 365.
Yeah. They had like a 3-month thing on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was the red numbers were
I
your
miss- I
day
wanna
because you'd have
get
to put
some of
on your
those.
frickin' carbon copy forms of like, oh shit, we're in 105 or whatever. You had to do the last number of the year, which I don't
Right.
know what the fucking once you passed over the millennial thing, the 2000
Yeah.
Y2K, if that changed the Julian calendar at all,
I don't know. Don't care.
because you're starting out with 1 now. Well, now it's 105.
Yeah. In the
I never understood that.
In the year of my Lord.
Why can't I just put March 3rd?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, in proper military writing, so today is what, the 20th. So it would be, you would write 20 and then August, AUG,
Yep.
and then the
It's
year.
like European style.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the proper military writing.
Yeah.
And you always, in the 0, you always cross through it.
Yeah. Well, that's all computer stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not an O.
That don't look like an O, it's an actual number.
Or you can just look at it and say, nobody's going to write 1990 O.
Well, there were some 1990 O's.
Well, yeah. Yeah, so.
But yeah, so I'm going to be taking off the next week on probably Thursday. And I'll be gone till maybe Wednesday.
So we're going to miss a podcast week?
Yeah, we will. Well, it's a holiday week, so maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
we'll take
Well,
take them.
next week is the 27th.
Yeah. So it's going to be next week that I'm going to be taking off.
Okay, so I'm leaving on the 30th, apparently.
Don't you leave every weekend to go down to your
Not every
fucking
weekend,
coastal
but
cabin?
Mostly.
Yeah.
mostly,
Your
but not
coastal
every-
retreat?
The cottage, the
cottage?
summer cottage.
The cabin's at Camp Croissant.
It's the cottage.
It's a cabin.
I like to call it a cottage.
You call
So is
a
it
cottage,
French?
I call it a cabin.
Is it French, like a chateau, because it's croissant?
No, it's a cabin.
Otherwise, it'd be crescent.
Yes.
How can
would
it be a cabin?
Why can't it be? Why does it
Why-
have to be a cottage?
Because that's
got tires
the
on
way
it.
I want to call it.
Well, then you fucking go ahead and do that. I'm going to call it
It
a
just
cabin.
sounds better
I'm
as
camping.
cottage.
A cottage.
It's more refined to be in a cottage than it is.
Well, a
It's
cottage-
nicer than a cabin.
A
because
cottage has
it's
got
over-
a higher resale value than a cabin,
Yeah,
So-
the cabin's usually
especially if you put new tires on it.
cabin.
That
in
doubles the
winter.
price.
Did Jimmy bring up his cabin?
He did last week.
Oh, did he come up?
Yeah, he came up.
He didn't want to join us?
No, he didn't come here. He went up.
I know
there.
that, but there is not that far from here.
It's 2 hours.
Exactly, compared to where he drove from,
Then he went back home.
because he's got work.
Yeah, he actually does.
He
Does he really? He
Yeah.
actually works?
Yeah,
He
he's
does.
got his practice.
I didn't know. I don't
Yeah,
know what.
psychologist. He's got a doctorate.
Oh,
in
I just thought he
psychology.
was a weird guy that liked to talk to people.
No, that's Tommy.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've met Jimmy then.
Oh no, I don't think you've met
Tommy
Jimmy.
was the one that was here.
Yeah, Tom.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
God, I miss Tom.
Oh, he's
Tom,
in the hospital right now.
Tommy is.
Yeah, he's-
So the retreat didn't do him well then.
Well,
Well, did he come up too?
he's got kidney problems.
Oh.
So they gave him 80 milligrams of Lasix.
Oh, to drain the truck. He's pissing a lot.
Yeah, he is.
So he's just draining.
Like a racehorse.
He was like 70 pounds of liquid.
On the dirt?
Wow.
And so, yeah.
70 pounds?
70, he gained 70 pounds of liquid.
Yeah.
He was retaining some shit.
Fluid. Oh, yeah, that's why he's on this.
He's probably
Because of his-
eating too much Jimmy Dean sausage.
That could be.
And you only got one liver, right?
Yeah, you only have one.
Okay,
liver.
most people do.
2 kidneys, 1 liver.
Yeah, and they don't do liver transplants, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do, but he's not. Not
But
the
you
problem.
can't, you can't give him yours.
No, I can give him a chunk.
chunk.
But that problem is, it's not his liver that's his problem. It's the kidneys.
Oh, but
He's got 2 of them.
right. Can they can
Yeah.
you live without one?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens? You got to.
You just nothing. As long as you're good. As long as that one stays good.
Yeah.
No, I've got
But
a
that's
friend of
not
mine.
dialysis. The dialysis is for liver, right?
No, that's for kidneys.
Oh, so you'd have to go on dialysis if you got.
Well,
No. If both of them start
that's
not working.
diabetes thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when's he gonna get fucking fixed?
Hopefully soon.
I mean, they gonna yard one of them out of there, or
No, I'm not sure what they're going to do, but
Well, generally, if you got that problem, it's a reduced function totally.
Yeah.
So they can't just take the bad one out because both of them are probably down to 30% or some shit like
whatever
that.
the fuck it is.
I would
Yeah.
assume.
well.
But no, I've got a friend of mine who lives in town here. She donated one of her good kidneys to a guy who had none, to a good friend of hers,
Okay.
and
Dude, solid now.
he's got to take a fucking shit ton of anti-rejection pills every day. But
yeah.
Oh, so this is recently then.
wow,
No, that goes for quite a while.
yeah,
I
it's
think that's
been it's
years.
the surgery was probably, well, she worked for my agency and I sold that in 2013, and it was a long time before that, so it's probably been close to 20 years since the surgery was done. I don't know if he's still taking the pills or whatever, but I don't know how long until your body decides finally, like, okay, fuck it, we like the kid,
Yeah,
keep it.
yeah.
You know, it's like when you got an old dog and then you get a new puppy and the old dog's like, who the fuck? And then it takes about 6 months before the old dog's
Okay.
like, okay, that little fucker's not too bad.
Right, not gonna go anywhere. Not
Yeah.
gonna go away.
Ain't leaving.
Not leaving, yeah. So I don't know if
Wow.
if there's a point or if you're on those pills forever.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I have not.
haven't
Well,
finished my.
That's somebody way smarter than me that knows that. I'm in chemistry class right now, but I'm not really paying attention to it, so I don't know.
Well, best of luck to him. I mean, you know,
yeah, no shit. But so
Yeah.
we're.
he
I talked to
he
him
is definitely
previously.
one of my favorite people in this world.
He's a character.
I've only
is.
met him that one time or twice. I think he was
Yeah.
here, and he seemed great.
He's
Yeah.
a great dude.
It's almost like he's related to you.
Practically. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, I've known him all his life.
Really?
Yeah.
I have.
He has not known you all your life.
No. he
No,
has not.
no.
I've known him all his life.
Yeah.
I'm-
He's known you all his life too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when the little fart was born. It was like, no, he's not leaving.
You were the old dog, huh?
New dog.
No, old dog. No, I gotta get more.
More.
I feel bad for calling Wang every time. Like, he's in the middle of the YouTube.
I would.
He watching midget porn.
Yeah. Well,
Watch it
what
for him.
you know, I don't know. I don't think that Tommy listens to us while he's laying there. But if he
Probably not. I should tell him.
he
that
probably should listen.
next
to
week
us.
you should listen to this because
Yeah,
we love you,
because
Tom.
we do love you, and we hope the best. And
We want him happy and healthy.
yes, we do. He doesn't. No one needs to go through that shit.
No, and he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And he says it feels really good to get rid of it.
Well, I imagine so. I mean, he's probably just pissing his brain. They probably got a catheter in him.
I don't know what they've got in them. I don't even want to
Just
think about that.
open the spigot
You
up.
had
and-
to. You had to bring that. I haven't even thought of that.
Yeah,
Just-
I mean,
it just.
if the
my
spigot's
sphincter
open-
tightened when you said that. It
If
was
they
like,
open, if they open the spigot, it should just freely
pour.
flow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's
There's got to be a better way of doing it in the catheter, like a rubber with a hose on it.
well. They can put an external catheter in. They can right through your abdomen.
Oh yeah,
And
I don't think he's got that.
yeah, those are
Like straight to his bladder.
straight to your bladder, because going up the is not. I had that done last year, and
Yeah, I know.
that
no,
was
and then shut up. I don't want to hear it.
yeah, it's a motherfucker.
It just like hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Like, hurts thinking about it.
It does hurt thinking about it, but no. And then so is Jimmy coming up for Labor Day
I think he'll be because that's our
family camp?
the birthday thing.
Oh, okay,
Family camp is this weekend.
right. And then
And
then the Labor Day thing.
Labor Day is, I think it's next weekend.
Yeah, as far as I know, everybody's going up to 10 Mile,
Yeah.
and
That should be fun.
We always have a good time. You know,
Don't get tickets this year.
No,
They open the road.
They
up.
open the road up.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not. I don't think I'm taking my side by side. I
Don't take the boat.
No, well, no, I can't take the. I mean, I could take the boat, but
You could, yeah.
I don't really fish in 10 Mile. There's fish in there. It's
drop.
funny. Everybody's in this quandrum right now because they got their side by sides, and you know, you camp. I mean, where our campground is like a 2 mile ride on the road. If now it's legal, you don't
Yeah.
get tickets anymore, which we did one time. But then they're like, well, we can't take the wake boat because we're towing trailers and we got side by sides, and there's only, you know,
Is that lake big enough to wakeboard in?
fuck yeah, it is. That 10 miles is a huge lake.
Is it?
Probably about 10 miles,
About 10 miles.
Huh?
Yeah.
give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
there's
quick that way, aren't we?
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of recreational things that people. You can jet ski, you can fish, you can, you know, water ski, you can do all kinds of.
Can you
shit.
swim?
You can.
Okay.
I don't recommend.
Can you
it.
float?
You can float. You can float. So they're like, oh, we want to take the wake boat. I go, well, you can only do so much shit in one
Well,
day.
I'm like, are you going to do four boat side by sides? Or are you going to wake boat? Because you're not going to do both.
Right, and then they're trying to figure out, well, how are we going to get the boat over there if we're towing the side by sides? And I'm like, you don't take the boat, or you don't take the side by side. I mean, it's either you do one. I'm a one thing or another guy. I'm like, well, personally, I don't. I go out on the boat. It's fun to hang out. You listen to music and you watch. You just sit there and. Oh no, not going to answer that one.
10 Mile Lake. 88 miles from here. Oh, that's a big fucker.
Yeah, it's a big lake. So they're like trying to figure out how to get the boat and the side by side so they can, you know, you go ride, then you go out on the water, then you come back, and then you go.
It's not like
ride.
you're there for a month.
I know. That's
You know,
what I'm
you got
saying,
like 4 days to,
pick and choose,
and you're going to use the boat maybe once, probably.
Right. So it's just a big.
So you go to South 10 Mile.
It's a big hassle not to me because it's not my shit.
Yeah.
I
My
don't
thing is
care.
that's way too much energy to expend on something like that.
Right. I'm not even gonna. I don't even think I'm gonna take my side by side because I got to haul it all the way over there. You ride maybe 2 hours. You go out on we call them. You go out on a run. You ride around on the dunes for like an hour and a half. You come back. You eat. You drink. You sit around and bullshit. And then everybody goes, "Oh, we probably should go for a ride." And then you go out and go for another ride. And then you come back and you eat and you drink. And then, oh, let's do a sunset ride. And then you go out there and you sit on top of the dune, which is beautiful, and you watch the sunset, and then you go back to camp, and you eat and you drink, and you do all that fun shit. You do that maybe 3-4 times. So you do it on Saturday and Sunday, and you're packing up, and you go on a morning run on Monday, and then you're done.
Yeah.
So you just, now I got this 20-foot trailer with a side-by-side on it that we stay. I don't want to drag it around. If I go up to Florence, I don't want to drag all my shit all the way up to Florence
Yeah, exactly.
and, you know, drag my trailer around with my side-by-side on it.
Yeah.
Don't want to do it.
Behind the motorhome.
Behind the motorhome. So,
See, what you need to do is sell your motorhome, get a toy hauler motorhome. There's you just park side by side inside.
I would love a toy. But
The fifth
they're-
wheel.
No.
the Outlaws,
You
the
can
Outlaw.
get.
Yeah, they're cool. They are super cool. They were popular years ago. Then they kind of fell off.
Yep.
Now they're re-popular again because people are figuring out
They're
like
expensive as fuck, though.
the 100. Yeah, I saw the brand new one's like 180,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can buy a used one for right around 80,000,
Yeah.
and that's like a severely used one.
Somebody who's traded it in because they worked the shit out of it.
Yeah,
Because they use them. People that buy it use them.
Yeah, they do.
It's not the ones that sit in the driveway and use it one
and
week
a lot of
in
time
a
you
year.
can't, and you can't fit a 4-seater in them because the 4-seaters are about 2 feet longer and a little bit wider. So
Put it
you,
up on handle. Then.
yeah.
Stick them up on the counter.
So you could take your side by side and tow your boat. You could take all your toys with you. It's just you don't have enough time.
Yeah.
And you're not 20 years old.
No,
You don't have the energy to be like, well, go. You were like, I'm going to go and I'm going to hang out for 6 hours.
Do you know the people I go with? I
Well,
mean,
that's true.
They're the fucking go guys, and I'm the one who like, nope. I got this motorhome. I got my awnings out.
I'm gonna keep the fire
There's
stoked.
the fire's right there, and when I want to take a nap, I'm going to go inside my motorhome and take a nap.
In the air conditioning.
In air conditioning and the nap, and then I'm going to come out and then we're going to play some cards and we're going to bullshit. That's camping to me. I don't have to be on the fucking move.
That's why
all
you go
the time.
camping, is to get away from being on the move.
Yeah, I want to sit there, and if
I
I'm
want to
going
put my trailer in the spot. I want to grab my trout rod, I want to walk down to the river.
Can you catch a salmon on a trout rod?
You could.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's not fun, but you.
I mean, I didn't know if they would be like, nope, fuck, that's trout rod. Let's go.
you know,
Well, sometimes they,
What do you need trout hooks or do you use?
you use big,
well,
big shit.
if you're going to go for a salmon, the bigger the hook.
Do the
bigger
salmon
fish.
recognize that they're supposed to get the salmon
Yes,
hook
they do.
versus the trout
Yeah,
hook?
they have to reach
Oh, they would
the car.
swallow the trout hook.
Then it gets caught in their stomach, and then you just fucking
Right then, but you're using like 4-pound test line.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then
Yeah,
they just-
you're not gonna.
You don't need.
I've been fishing since I was like 17 years
Oh
old.
yeah.
Okay, you don't-
River
Yeah,
fishing.
No,
for
deep-
salmon, we're using like 20-25-pound test.
Yeah, for
Because
trout, you're using
you're
4.
you're catching
2-pound
fish
leader.
that are,
35, 40.
35, 40 pounds, 25 to 40 pound
You
fish.
get that 50% rule.
Yeah, and they're big and they're mean and they
They like to run. And
right.
They hate white
you like
people.
to horse on them a little bit because you got. Yeah, I mean, you can fight a salmon forever. You just kind of got to horse them in a little bit.
Can't do that on 4-pound line.
No, you can't do that on 4-pound.
You just got to be more delicate.
And people have done it. I've
yeah.
seen. I know people that fish with 10-pound line because they're into the sport of it. It's like
Dude, I want to eat.
I want to.
I want to eat. I'm caveman style. I'm
Yeah,
not doing it for sport.
I want to get it in and catch another one, so I'm going to use 20-pound test or 25-pound and get it in the boat and like, let's go. Let's catch another one. Let's put some meat in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use another fish or two.
I had a
Yeah.
friend of mine in Hawaii that used to go to some of the lakes there and catch and release. And I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, that's just
He's like, I just love fishing. I'm like, that's good for you.
yeah.
I'm like, or do you just trying to get away from your wife and drink beer on the lake?
Both.
Which,
Yeah,
but I'm
there-
like,
there's
dude, there's places you can go and catch fish because he was going to a lake where you didn't want to eat the fish.
Oh well,
And I'm like, go to a place that you can actually keep
Like,
the fish. There's
like-
a big
like-
ocean around the fucking island there.
There's a big lake around that island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. Goes all the way to Japan.
Yeah, and
back-
beyond.
and back again.
and it goes all the way to the Oregon too.
Yeah, and you can see Russia from there. Well,
No, that's from Alaska. That's the northern part. It's cold up there, though.
Yeah.
well, it depends the time of year.
No, it's still cold. The water's still cold.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to get in that.
No, yeah.
No, you're not going swimming in.
I don't
in-
care what time
in
of year it
Bristol
is.
Bay.
That shit doesn't fucking change.
Yeah.
You might get a half a degree change, maybe.
Yeah, it goes from 33.5 to 34.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
above freezing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just above.
Yeah.
Just enough to keep the ice off of it.
Exactly.
They're beautiful, though. It's just colder than fuck.
yeah.
I was thinking about, I was in Skagway a bunch of years ago, and we're walking around the town,
And that's the warm part of Alaska. so-
yeah, there's this,
It is.
There's this creek going up, and it's got these fucking fish in the size of your leg. I'm going, hi. I can't do anything with it, but look.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Those are looking fish.
those are looking for. They're already heading to the hole.
Yeah. No, I used to
baby.
spend summers up in Anchorage, and then my grandma who lived up there was in hiking, and well, winter it was the same group, but wintertime they would do cross country skiing, and summertime they would do backpacking in like 3
Sounds
day
like they
hike.
just wanted to do something.
And I was like, and I was
Kind of like your group that goes fishing.
yeah, but I was like 16, 17 years old, and it was fun. It was because you were in the middle of nowhere. And it was like a full day hike in, and there's sometimes we would carry tents, whatever, and stay tent camping, or it would be like a 2 day hike in. You'd camp one night, get in, and then there'd be like a Forest Service cabin
Oh,
they
okay.
they would reserve or whatever. And
Spend the night in that. And come
yeah, and there was always the big signs like, "Don't leave shit outside the cabin because the bears."
The bears will eat you.
And there's an outhouse 200 yards away. I'm like, so if I got to piss in the middle of the night,
You go outside.
well, they're like, yeah, just go, just take they would have like the fucking coffee can full of rocks. Just shake it as you go. I'm like, I'm gonna go right outside his door and piss. I'm not fucking.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you think I'm going to the outhouse to piss? No.
I
But
don't-
they were old at the time. They were probably in their fucking 60s. So
I don't go where the Huskies go. I don't eat that yellow snow.
Yeah, you know where
it was
everybody's
summertime though, so it was no
Oh,
snow.
okay.
It was no snow. But it was beautiful fucking landscape. I mean, just the untouched, other than by me pissing outside, but
fishing. Right.
The wilderness.
the wilderness, and up at
There's a trout pole for you.
there was a thing. It was several layers of lakes that we went up there, and it was just crystal clear, fucking ice cold water,
Yeah.
fucking grizzly bears.
Yeah.
You could see over here,
You
over
put
there.
your foot in it and your nuts freeze.
I did not try that. I didn't know.
Only if you
Because
only
even
if
in
you
the
squat.
even in the summer, even in the summertime, it was still a bundled up kind
Yeah.
of thing because
Colder
it was
fuck.
freaking high altitude, not high altitude, but high enough to be.
Cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
I mean, because even in Anchorage, I would still wear like a light jacket kind of
Yeah.
a thing. So,
Yeah.
My
beautiful.
members only jacket, by the way.
Your members only.
My white members only jacket with white jeans and a blue shirt with the collar up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was like 85-ish.
Sweet.
Yeah. I went to my first concert ever up there with my aunt, the Cool in the Gang.
It's cool in the gang.
In Anchorage?
In Anchorage.
No shit.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool in the gang. That's
80s, yeah. 80s.
It was 85.
trying to think.
84, I think that was that one.
Who was cool and who was the gang?
I don't have no idea.
That
guy.
was.
I just know that I was like the only white guy in the fucking arena.
He's like in the American Idol. Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie, yeah.
He was cool. He was the cool, and the rest of the guys were the gang. And no one, cool in the gang. Who was the cool in the gang? Lionel
Nobody knows.
Richie.
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
knows.
it. Nobody knows anything else.
Yeah, it's kind of like the three tenors. They only know two of them, and it's the other guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Robert Cool Bell and Ronald Bell, a.k.a. Callus Bay.
And Lionel wasn't in that one?
No, he was in...
Three Dog Night?
Commodores. The
Commodores, yeah. That's right.
Sorry. Yeah, so it was just cool, and the gang of one.
You got your black musicians
No, they
mixed
had
up.
1, 2, 3, 4 guys and more, according to this.
And more.
Well, they cycled in and out.
Right. The gang came in.
The gang came in, yeah.
So actually, the dude's last name was Cool. So that's cool.
Well, no, actually his
Is it Cool with the K?
Cool with a K.
That's
Bell.
how they named the Smokes.
I dated a girl with the
Robert.
last name. Her last name was Cool.
Robert Bell was his name, but he was cool.
He was cool. Right on.
Yeah.
So it's not like Eddie Van
Oh,
Halen
and Ronald Bell, I guess his brother, perhaps,
or cousin.
or
Cousin Cool.
could have been. Who knows?
Yeah.
They had some good tunes.
Cool in the West gang at Westlake, Las Vegas, playing Picture in Picture. When the hell's that? Who knows? I don't
Oh,
really
they
care.
still touring?
Probably.
They probably need money.
They're playing the county fair circuit?
They started in
Yeah,
Jersey
they'll
City.
be at Jackson County next month.
They started in 1964 in New Jersey.
Jersey folks.
Founded members include Robert Cool Bell. Oh,
That was his
and
nickname.
his brother. Yeah. You
Right
cool.
on. You're cool, man.
You got to be closer to the mic. Nobody can hear you, Roy.
Nobody can hear me.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
All right.
We're gonna get you guys fucking headsets.
Yeah,
with,
we're going to get you
with-
some Janet Jackson headsets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Madonna.
That would
style.
be good. Yeah. Everybody does that now. They got the little that comes down.
Yeah. It's a thing.
It's a
It
thing.
is a thing.
Yeah, they've had them for a few years now.
Yeah, it's called.
Brent Musburger used to use them.
Yeah, that was
Like a
that big
giant,
ball.
like it's this size.
It's like this one. How you doing?
Yeah.
To everybody, I'm holding the mic up against my face like I have one.
Yes.
What, a face?
A face, yes.
Yeah, I got a face only a mother could love.
Well, it's great for.
But does she?
It's great for radio.
Oh yeah.
It's I got a face made for radio, yeah.
face made for radio.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Yeah, I'm thinking that radio porn never took off. Maybe in some circles, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to hear some ooh and on and things.
Okay, Roy's going the other direction, but whatever. We could just say, here's some midget porn. Nobody would know.
No one would know. They wouldn't know if they're midgets.
they're on the table.
Yeah.
I don't think their voices
Well,
are any different, are they?
Yeah, now there was the guy in the circus, the 6-foot midget. He was a giant midget.
Yeah.
Giant man. That was a Bob and Tom bit.
Yeah. Just-
Probably.
yeah, we've got these giant midgets.
Yeah, I'm going to the circus.
The bearded man.
That bearded man and giant midgets.
Yeah.
That I forget what comedian that was. It was hilarious.
It's one of their regulars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't listened to Bob and Tom in freaking years.
Bob Zaney or somebody like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I am not listening to Bob. I used to be
haven't
an
either.
avid listener.
I used, well, because I didn't have like satellite radio or anything else in
Yeah.
the car, so I want to have my Dodge truck.
Yeah,
I had
still on
AM,
there.
I had AM, FM, and a freaking 6-disc CD changer mounted in the freaking
Yeah.
under the dash, and I'm like, I'm listening to Bob and Tom, and that's all I listen to.
yeah. I used to listen to it every morning.
I did that at work. We'd have the thing on and go, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point where, like, okay, I don't work there anymore, so I don't have time.
You don't have to listen to it,
Yeah,
but
great fun.
what's going on this weekend? Oh, I got a busy weekend.
I don't.
So on my way out the door last night at golf, Robbie goes, "Hey, Robbie Pratt, hey bud, what are you doing Saturday?" I'm like,
Sounds like a project.
"Yeah." I said, "I don't know. I don't think I got
I'm
anything
moving.
going on." And he goes, "Hey, we got a golf tournament out at Delta Creek on Saturday morning." I go, "All right, I let me get home and double check with the boss to make sure she hadn't got my schedule filled, which she never does. It was my excuse to think about it.
Yeah.
And I go, what's the tournament for? He goes, it's for some Christian organization. I go, they realized they invited the Active Club to this, right? And he goes, yeah, I know. It's funny. And I said, well, I'm sure it's for the kids and everything. I go, what about drinking? Are we going to be able to?
It's a golf course.
Yeah. And he goes, yeah, no drinking, no cussing, no. And I'm like,
Fuck that. I'm having a bourbon.
yeah,
I'm not going.
that's not going to happen. But I don't know. It's going to be, so Robbie.
Does Dutcher Creek have a bar or anything?
No.
You
You can buy canned beer, whatever.
They got a cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to reach in.
As like, and after we talked about it and we laughed and everything, I said, you realize that they invited the Active Club to come play in this because they wanted our money.
Oh, yeah.
So-
That's all it is. Huh?
Yeah. So
No.
I got that Saturday, and then
You are doing it. Okay.
then on Sunday is our draft, our football draft
Oh, got it.
for the
That's right. That's coming up.
the OPA league, which
should
we're
be.
ahead of schedule. Usually we're not drafting.
Close the window. You won't have a draft.
Yes. So I'm like, oh, fucking, here we go again. Got to get involved with fantasy football.
You don't have to. You choose
I don't
to.
have to. Yeah, I'm so pissed from last year. Oh, that's Jake from the Active Club. I'll call him back.
Well, we're at 2 hours now, so
Oh yeah. So
We could call it a day.
we'll call it a day. So episode 32.
in the
in the can.
right in their can,
Right in
at
the
Asian
can.
massage parlor. Have a good one.
Bam.
And a bam.